Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us tonight. We have 3 hours live from Los Angeles, and we are going to show you something very special coming up at the top of next hour. We've got special pieces all night, don't get me wrong, but there is a stone that we've only had a couple of times before that is really, really special. That is going to be, I've already let you know earlier this week that it is part of the garnet family, but we're going to see a really, really cool variety of so. And I know that you guys know we bring rare garnets all the time, but we are going to bring you a very special and very interesting and in some cases phenomenal garnet. So that's coming up at the top of next hour. We've only got a couple of pieces here that are going to be extremely collectible. So make sure you stay with us for those. And they're beautiful too, right? A lot of gemstones that are rare, they kind of tend to fall a little bit on that beauty scale. We have exceptional stones here and only the best of the best for you. So that's going to be coming up a little bit later, and just a handful of pieces. So it'll be quick and it'll be brief and it'll be really amazing for our collectors, and we'll tell you all about it. And then we also have some really, really special, we've got some previews tonight of what's coming up throughout the week and weeks, but there's also going to be one blue wing. There is only one, I'm sorry to say. It is going to be, I'll tell you, it's a little higher end show today. We've got really, really spectacular pieces from our largest ever diamond studs. The 2 carats are here. We have our largest blue wing block D that's in a ring, that's left. 11 carats in an oval. It's incredible, so get ready for that. And then we also have a really special emerald, and I know that these are the stones that typically we wait on a little longer to get involved in, are some of the rubies and the emeralds and the sapphires, because when they get into big sizes, which we're used to seeing here in a lot of gems varieties, but when it gets into those rubies, sapphires, and emeralds, you don't realize how really rare they become when they get into the larger sizes. So we're going to bring you a really special 2 carat plus emerald out of Colombia tonight in our signature mounting. I know we rarely see those, so that's going to be coming, as well as there's a mandarin garnet piece, and we even have, I know we introduced Andalusite a few weeks ago to you. We've only had a couple of rings and then 1 pair of earrings. Today, really the piece that I think is going to get a lot of people in to the Andalusite collection, and that is going to be a necklace, because remember, it is a softer stone, so we really have to be cognizant of how and when we wear it, especially in rings, because that's a little more susceptible to just, you know, daily wear. So what we're going to do is bring you a gorgeous necklace that's coming up, and we'll make that affordable despite its rarity. And then anything you want to ask for, I really hope you'll give us requests tonight throughout this show. We've got 3 hours. It flies on by. We do have some brand new designer pieces that you will see throughout the show that are really going to be mostly in this front portion of the show. So we've got all those one-of-a-kind brand news that are going to fly as they usually do, and quite a few pendants, quite a few necklaces, quite a few, you know, brooches that can be pendants and vice versa. So looking forward to that. But I wanted to start because I know this is considering known as What's New Wednesday. So I wanted to bring you something we've never had before. And I'm not talking about the debut stone that we have coming up, because even that we've had once or twice before. I'm talking about a piece of jewelry I never dreamed that I would get to show you, ever. And that is something that I'll tell you, I've had the stone thousands of times, but I've never seen it in this iteration. So what we're going to start with, and this is again that reward for those of you that are the early birds, ready to go with us, ready for some excitement, ready to see what's new and what's hot and what you're going to have the opportunity that nobody else will. We're going to bring out the rarest Paraíba stones, and they are in a bracelet form. I never thought I would see this day. And we've got, of course, not a true tennis bracelet. It's not going to be all stones for all 7.5 inches, but it is going to be many, many stones throughout in a station style, and just never dreamed you'd see anything like this, right? So if it is that piece that you're trying to complete, because I know we've certainly had the Paraíba rings, right? That's where we really specialize in, but then we've got some assorted earrings. I even have a pair of trillions tonight, but there are rarely bracelets, and maybe you've seen one, but I have not. So we're going to start there, because this is really what it's all about when we get you going on a big Wednesday night. Love to have something new and fresh, and this is really it tonight. So take a look at this, and then we'll zoom back a little bit so you can see the whole bracelet. But it's actually going to be 112-3537, and it starts with 18 karat gold. So you're loving the 18 karat gold of late, but it's kind of unusual to see that in a bracelet. So here it is, item number 112-3537, and that's going to be 18K, but then you get 32 points in Paraíbas, and there's a couple of different sets of 3 here. So we're going to walk you through it, side to side, end to end. But one thing I want to let you know is that it is going to give you a little longer length than some of our bracelets do. So I love that. I want to show you. Here's one end of the bracelet. That's going to have a insert closure. That's going to be your box closure, right? Pretty standard there. The other side inserts in, and then you've got the double figure eights. But then we watch as it's a bead type of setting. That's going to be your trio of these beautiful rounded but polished beads of gold, and that's 18K, and then the link, and then the Paraibas begin. So then we have these stations of 3, and it's going to be 3 Paraibas followed by 3 diamonds, and that pattern will continue throughout the bracelet, at least for the better portion of the bracelet here, where you can see all the consistency of the stones there, and then back to on the other side, it's going to be that same beaded and linked design. So you've got a total of, let me show you here, if I'm gonna, actually what I'm gonna do is probably zoom back a little bit on this. It's just so unusual to see, as you guys well know, because we've had our fair share of Paraibas. I would say we're the leader in bringing you Paraibas in general in jewelry. I would say we have more than anybody else. But just to see something like this where you get, I know 32 points might not sound overwhelming, but when you have to really consider what type of stone we're looking at here and the fact that they have to match so beautifully, and these do. So if we look, there's actually gonna be 1, and then 2, and then 3 different sections here of the 3 Paraibas. So that's really meant to be kind of centered up on that wrist. And then of course the diamonds, and yes, that beautiful link style that's gonna go all the way around. 26 points is the diamond weight as well. So you're getting the 3 bigger diamonds that go in between the 3 round Paraibas, and that is always exciting to see. But 7.5 inches. So if you've been somebody who needs a little bit extra length sometimes in a bracelet, well, this is a great way to do it and a great way to get it. And of course, there's only 1, so that's going to be key. So again, welcoming you in a big, big way, because we're starting with something that is just designer and decadent at the same time. But you know, my goal is no matter how rare or how specialty or how extremely important it is, it's my job to make sure it is of value for you, because you guys are our collectors who you appreciate collectible jewelry but don't want to spend necessarily millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we make that happen for you, which is not something a lot of people can say, right? Because typically with jewelry, the finer it is, the rarer it is, the more you're going to have to pay. That's just it's just a prerequisite. This is really, really, really affordable for what this is, and let's take a look at it on the wrist as well. Great for everyday wear. This isn't going to be that over-the-top piece that you're waiting for a special occasion wear either, because whether it is going to be a standalone piece or something you're stacking with other bracelets, then feel free to go ahead. But you see, and it's funny how, you know, Mother Nature almost knew what she was doing, I believe, because sometimes, you know, these stones are so bright and so neon as it is. It's almost like you don't need a tremendous size for them to really give the glow, and that's what you see here in almost feels like a lion bracelet or a tennis bracelet styling. And what would you expect to pay for a Paraiba bracelet? Any takers, any guessers, anybody thinking about what that would be for that kind of decadence, opulence, and really, again, the matching of the stones, which is so beautifully done as well. And then you can see, I'm going to try to show you, can't really show you all 3 sections at one time without going too far back, but just to see here again, watch this other one come around here. So you can see that 3rd section of Paraiba here, and then see how, again, the consistency and the glow of the matching they give you. So really special bracelet with diamonds as well. And remember, it's all 18 karat gold, so that's also special. You don't see a lot of 18 karat gold bracelets in today's day and age. Maybe back in the day, 30, 40 years ago, when gold was, you know, something that didn't cost thousands and thousands of dollars an ounce, maybe that was something a little more realistic. But today, I would be really hard pressed to show you many 18 karat gold solid bracelets. So this is it. It's not going to be, and this is what's so crazy about this whole value, it's not even going to be $3,000. That is already, think about what the gold would cost you alone, just by itself, to get 18 karat solid gold without any of the stones. If it didn't have any diamonds, if it didn't have any Paraibas, think of that, what that would go for. Instead, we're going to take it below $2,000. And so you're not paying $19.99. You're not paying $18.99. And this is where, again, somebody probably wants to take it just for the gold. But the truth is you're getting so much rarity to go along with it. And that's the beauty of it. And it's not even going to be 18 or 17 or 16 or $15.99. I cannot get over this. And this is why it absolutely had to be the first piece that comes out tonight, is because it just is that value. And it's everyday wearable. Remember, Paraibas are wearable every day as far as their durability is concerned. So you've got, again, plenty of durability to wear it all the time. Enjoy it with other things. Maybe you're lucky enough to have a ring or have a pair of earrings or maybe even a pendant or a necklace. This is going to be that completer piece to really create the suite that you've been probably just hoping for and wishing for, and whoever dreamed it would be under $1,500. We're going to make it $1,499. $49 to the very first caller. And that is going to be it. So there is only one, obviously, and we're going to see who's got it. It'll go very quickly, as you might imagine. And this is the beauty of being here at the beginning, is you have maybe a little less competition than you would have if we're a little bit further into the show. But that's the great part about it, is that there's obviously going to be competition on a bracelet that's priced that well. And then we even have got some platinum and black opal that's going to be actually a pretty mix with the blues and greens it has. There's alexandrite in a necklace today as well, in actually a heart shape, which is kind of cool. And then we've got also some really special, you know, it's Easter week, so we've got some cross pieces. I've actually got, ironically, 2 rubies in one show, where you're going to get a ruby cross, either larger or smaller. We can give you 2 different versions of ruby cross jewelry today, so that's going to be kind of exciting and a really fitting time of year to pick up your cross pendants. And so we've got those on the way as well, and lots more. And then there's also a Paraíba ring, so one more style in Paraíba that's going to really be that beautiful match to a bracelet like this, because it's also going to be the round brilliance. And then look at this. It is almost like a crown-like style, but of florals. This looks like, you know, we've all seen those, you know, those floral crowns, right? They're very popular, you know, when you see, whether it's festivals or weddings, or, you know, maybe beach weddings and things like that. You see that really pretty kind of feminine look of really flowers on top of a beautiful crown. Like this is kind of similar to that, except all in gold and diamonds and Paraíba. And look at how beautiful it is with the bracelet. So we'll get that up here for you shortly, so you can get a chance to pick it up. And then we've got, like I said, a lot of brooches and pendant combinations, a lot of necklaces, but we'll make sure that even when you're getting all that gold, they're still going to be mighty, mighty affordable for you on a Wednesday night. And again, we're live, so if you have any requests or anything you'd like to see, there are going to be a lot of opportunities to get those in, because we have made time for your requests. I'd love to have like an hour and a half of requests tonight, because we have a really, really special segment, but it's going to go very quickly throughout the show. So not a lot of jewelry tonight to show you, because everything is so limited. So here we go. Coming up next, let's just bring out this very special platinum piece, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade. Just when you think there's not much of a way to upgrade on 18 karat gold, well, we have found a way. And this is with a pendant slash actually, this one's just a pendant here. Take a look at this. This is going to be something I actually like the look of with a lot of different things. So if you think about a beautiful pendant, right? And if you're thinking about adding it to a collection of rings, I love that this is going to work with a lot of things, because it has such a diverse colorway of stones with it as well. And it's going to be 11236668, and this is going to be our platinum piece. And I just wanted to give you a sense of the scale first before we get going, so you can see it from a distance. But it's entirely platinum. It's a lot of size to it. You're getting a carat 77 just in that black opal, and then you have 22 points in diamonds, rubies, and emeralds combined. What they did was they put them all together. So all of your non-opaque gem material, diamonds, rubies, and emerald, are going to be all together in that total carat weight. So 3668 is the add number. It's platinum and a carat 77 opal, and that is Lightning Ridge Australian black opal with a lot of the blues and greens. And then you do have the diamonds, which is essentially creating this beautiful loop of diamonds that looks a little floral up top. Then the whole piece really gives me kind of a lily feel. So again, with the floral, and that's going to be the 22 points. And there's included in that the 1 ruby and the 1 emerald, which will give you a close-up look at. But I just want you to see that length first, where it is going to be about 1.25 inches from top to bottom there. So that gives you a sense of the scale and the size. And then, of course, we've got a beautiful look at it here on the neckline, so you can see it there, just to give just another idea of what the scale is going to be like on it, just to show you what that's going to look like and how beautiful it'll show up even against a little bit more color for you. So even against a fabric as opposed to a skin tone. And then we'll show it up close, because what you're really anxious to see, I'm sure, is the quality of this opal. And there it is. So it's more than just blues and greens. It's giving you the golden yellows, which is always rare to find, some reds and pinks and purples as well. And that is going to be, well, we're just going to try to drop this price down for you. Look at that. That's the finishing of platinum. And they did include the carat weights there, so keep that in mind. If you ever forget, they're right there engraved on the back. So you see 177 there on the right side. That's the opal weight. The 22 points is all the rest of the stones. And then that platinum, PT 900. So that involves your platinum. So here's what we're going to do. And this is where your bail is, right where I'm holding it. So diamonds up top. That will be how it remains. And look at each individual quality. Gorgeous emerald, gorgeous ruby. And then all surrounding the beautiful colors of the opal, which is really everything in what we're looking for. And it's going to be a lot better than even, how about this, $29.99, another $3,000 piece. That is not going to have anything to do with a $3,000 price tag. If you're early on the phone lines, you will take it. There's only one. That's what we see a lot of here, so keep that in mind. And we're going to blow it out right now for only $999, and that is that beautiful, beautiful pendant that you can wear that goes with everything else. So I think that not a day needs to go by where you don't have to wear the piece you love because it's not going to work. It will always work with that, whatever ensemble, even if you're just in neutrals. That's going to be that bit of that pop of color we love to see that jewelry provides us. Not everybody's comfortable wearing a lot of color in their wardrobe. I run into a lot of people who love to talk fashion with me, and I will love to talk it right back to you. But I got to say, most of the time, everyone's more comfortable in the neutral colors and not really into like wearing brights. But that's where jewelry really can be such a wonderful way to accessorize and really step outside the comfort zone without really having to. So $9.99 on that one, and then we'll get to that Paraiba ring because that one's really, really beautiful and lots of diamond weight. Then we have an owl, so some critter jewelry as well, and then an alexandrite heart-shaped necklace. It's a heart shape created with a lot of alexandrite. So that's going to be coming up too. And then congratulations if you get this one. It's a really pretty piece. So I think that one's verifying right now. I'll go ahead and get to our cross. This is the smaller of two ruby cross pieces here this evening. And I don't know if this one's going to sit on its own, but I've got good news for the chain here. For my chain lovers, this is beautiful because it's not just the chain that you see there. There's a couple of diamonds in the chain, so it feels very much like our Diamonds by the Yard collection that we love so much. And it's item number 1123-174. So this one, I'm just going to scooch it over to the middle here so we can come in a little closer and take a good look at it, because that's a really beautiful on-point ruby. It's got that great color and clarity we love out of Burma. It's got that blue-red color instead of, you know, the other kind of brown reds and burgundy reds that don't give us as much wow factor. It's a 22-point oval ruby. It's got 14 points in diamonds. That is in the pendant. I don't think that includes the chain. The chain, remember, has two individual bezel set diamonds. And what that's going to do is kind of like it's your instant Diamonds by the Yard coordination piece, or it's that feel of a Diamonds by the Yard without having diamonds all the way around. So it feels really tailored and perfect for your pendants, which is why I love this piece for everybody to wear, not just with this cross, because remember, you can take that piece off, you can take the cross off, and then use that same chain with all your other pendants that you love so much. So keep that in mind. You've got a really versatile piece, and that's, if you know what you can spend on a basic chain right now, you're well aware that there is a lot of money you can put into a chain. You can spend $600–700 without diamonds. And this one, oh, by the way, it's going to be, oh, shoot, this is the one I did not. I measured, I don't know, 1,900 chains today, and I didn't measure this one. So I'll have to take a look at it. Should be about an 18-inch here. That's what most of them are. It's going to be a beautiful piece. Stays in the white gold. Again, it's Easter this weekend, so maybe you're thinking about something special. I don't know. It could probably be in time, out to you in time. It just kind of depends on where you live. We can get it out to you tomorrow, which is Thursday. So depending on how close you are from Los Angeles, you might be able to get it in time for the Easter holiday weekend. But let's take a look at it. Let's get you a huge value, and let's make it under $1,000 because we like affordable, right? And most of the show is going to be pretty high end as we carry through. So want to make sure that we get you a lot of affordable right here up front. And this one, yes. Oh, thank you so much. That opal pendant with all the area stones there, and the platinum is gone. Congratulations. And then don't forget about the Paraiba bracelet. A little stunning there. Didn't imagine we'd ever see a Paraiba bracelet under $1,500, but we did tonight. So already exciting, but this one's not going to be $9.99 either. Let's take it a lot lower for you right now. And I hope that you're dialed in early, because remember, this is our one-on-one alone. I've got a huge ruby cross, but it's like the biggest cross we've ever seen pretty much ever. So it's not going to be for everybody. It's one massive cross pendant, and it's going to have a lot more price tag to it because of the size. So just if you want something a little more petite and diminutive and therefore everyday wearable, this is the one I'm going to recommend to you. And it's not even going to be $999. Let's blow it out right now. And it looks like we've got a full, oh, actually we've got adjustability in this chain too. Let me show it from a distance away here. So it is going to be 3 different lengths, which is just even all the more special, because that's going to be really important. And here's what it looks like from a distance away. That's the back side. And then do you see how it's really intended maybe to have one diamond on either side? You can adjust it if you want. You can put 2 diamonds on one side if you'd like, but you look at the glow you're still getting from that ruby. Here is that adjustability I was trying to let you know. Nice lobster claw closure there. 3 different adjustable lengths for you to choose from, 16, 17, 18. The length of the cross itself, let me grab my ruler here and we'll get you a look at that, and then we're going to see it out the door. It's going to be a 1/2 inch, a little more than that, a little bit more. So maybe just getting close to that extra level there, just between 1/2 and 3/4 inches top to bottom. We'll show it to you on the neckline as well, and then we're going to see it out the door. So this is what it looks like from a distance away, and it is going to be that chain that, remember, is removable, comes off that piece, goes on to all your others as well, and it's going to be $599 to get this one to you right here, right now. And that's, of course, a July birthstone, and it needs a little polishing on that stone. So let me just do that real quick because the ruby is perfection. So there it is, all cleaned up now and polished up on the surface of that stone. So that will be $599, stays as is, of course, in the white gold, and a free adjustable chain as well. So that's very exciting. Then we'll get to our Paraiba ring, the floral design that is very cool and almost asymmetric. So we'll show you that. And then let me know who's got a ruby. And then the other one, just to give you a little heads up on the larger ruby that I have, I'll show you here from a distance away because it is very impressive. We have seen our fair share of cross pendants over the years, but never anything like this. And it's 18 karat gold, and let me tell you, it is heavy. So this one's also here if you're looking for a little bit more substantial size. Take a look at this on the hand just to let everyone know, Tony, so that way they don't have to wait. They can either decide, do I like the smaller, do I like the larger? This is the larger that's coming up a little bit later, and those are all big princess cut, or rather round rubies there. Are they rounds? Yes, they're rounds. And that's going to be with the big diamond weight. So this is all happening, and that's another one only for you. And remember, we have this diamond band coming up. I know a lot of people are already asking about it. Started wearing it on Monday. This is the largest diamond band we've ever done, we've ever constructed. I've got a couple sets. I'm wearing 2 together. They're 2 carat diamond bands each. So they're the biggest diamonds we've ever put together in a band ring all time. So that's very exciting. Make sure you're with us. It's April 1st. That's coming up. That's next Monday. Well, this coming Monday. So yes, the very following Monday. So we're really excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun to show that to you. And the value is incredible. I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't a good value. I don't get excited about jewelry unless it's a great value. It's got to be pretty. It's got to be a great quality. It's got to be a great value. I have a lot of standards for jewelry. So that is something to keep in mind. This one's only $5.99 if you'd like it. And a cross piece that I think will be probably pretty much in demand. But here we go with our next piece. It's going to be that Paraiba in the ring. And this is going to be it for our smaller Paraibas tonight. And brand new style for you with all of these floral details. This almost looks like a quatrefoil on the very side. And then it goes into the florals that have more of that 5-stone floral style, either 5 or 4 you see. And then 3 of the bigger flowers are going to have that fantastic Paraiba centered up, so you get that round stone. And this is why it looks so good with the bracelet we had earlier. They really are a match. They truly are, just from the size, the scale of the stones, the cut of the stones, but also, of course, the color is matching as well. But this one's going to give you, it's 3,600 is the item number, and it's going to be 18 karat solid gold again. So there it is, even the match through the gold and the gold purity for you. So the match to the bracelet, perfection. I mean, try to get them both if you can. And again, I'm going to make sure they're most affordable so we can make sure you can get them both if that's what you desire. But here's what we're going to do on this one. Total carat weight on the Paraibas is 7 points among 3 stones, right? We had in the bracelet, we had 32 points. This is going to be that 7 points in Paraiba among those 3. This is a powerful stone. It's less about the size and more about the color. And that's what you are definitely getting here. But also, you've got this diamond weight, which is a carat 1. And that is where I think this is going to be a little bit of a shocker. Now, it's got a wider band of 18 karat gold as well that you see actually curves. It's a little bit concave as you look at it here, and it's wide. There's a lot of great feel. And then look at the finishing through the back. Every floral is solid through the back. It almost looks like a star design from the backside. Very well done here. And so you could also, I could see you wearing this almost as a crown for a piece of jewelry. What I mean by that is we usually talk about ring guards as something you put side by side with another ring, right? But in this case, it has that beautiful curve, but it still would work. If you do want to maybe put it together or alongside something else, you certainly can. So think about that. We'll show it to you just by itself. It's really meant to be that way, but when you think about the fabulous bracelet that's still here, match in the colors and the sizes, match in the shape, think about getting both if you can, because this is really rare to see, and we cannot deny that Paraibas are running really low. Most of the world's not selling them at this point in time. They're really tough to find, they're really tough to get, and it does not matter. It's rare no matter what the size is. So do keep that in mind on these stones, and of course these are the rounds that we love, and I'm going to try it on for you as well so you can see it here on the hand, and then imagine, see how subtle that curve is to the ring, so you can definitely wear it if you wanted to. I know it's a bigger piece, so it's not intended to be a stackable, but it could be if you would like. So just think of the different ways. I think maybe the versatility is that one day you wear it like this, and then another day you might wear it stacked with something else, and that's a lot of fun to do. So here it is with this great value, because it is supposed to be $49.99. Like I said, we've got some more pricey pieces tonight, just because, again, you see the rarity that we're bringing out. So that's something where, again, it's going to take a lot of discounting on my part to make sure that every piece still goes and that you still get the values you're used to and accustomed to here, but making it easy right now for less than $49.99. Watch this, and we need a caller right now. I still am astounded that the bracelet is here, and the fact you can get both if you want to. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make this under $1,500. It's a $5,000 ring. We're going to go under $15,000 for one caller. This is where you need to be on the phone lines as quickly as you possibly can. It is just going to go, and it's not even $15,000 or $14.99 either. It's going to be even less than that. And remember, it's 18 karat. We get so jaded, I think, sometimes to what we use in metals. And especially now that we've been seeing routinely 18 karat and platinum, I think we're forgetting a little bit about what an upgrade that is in today's metal market. And yet it's not going to be $14.99. It's going to be $1,399 only, and that is it. So this is really special. And I can't say enough about it. That value with that big diamond weight. Remember, it's 101, but they're all bigger stones individually too. So that's another thing to love about what we're seeing here. It is just an incredible value. So take advantage of that one. And it is going to be for one caller at $13.99. We'll give it 30 seconds. And then don't forget, this is the bracelet that we had to go along with it. Check that out. This is that beautiful match with the bracelets. Look at the glow that you're getting with this neon material. And the bracelet was under $1,500 as well. And it's also the 18 karat gold. So I just thought maybe we should just see those together one more time and realize what a great combination and set that is. So there's your chance to get a whole suite of Paraíba jewelry and a really special buy on each. And that is intentional, so that if you wanted to get both, you certainly don't need to. But the bracelet was $14.99. The ring is $13.99. So well under $3,000. You're getting two great pieces of Paraíba jewelry. Doesn't happen very often, does it? So there's also a big pink diamond tonight. We have a 20-pointer on our pink diamond front, which is one of our larger stones left. So we're looking forward to sharing that with you. And then we'll get to our Alexandrites. And do we have any blue sapphire lovers who also love the florals? You can tell this is the same designer. They did a floral look in blue sapphires that we have coming up. And don't forget, top of the hour. I've only got a few pieces in our new debut. Look at this. Oh, all three colors, really. The three specialty colors of sapphire are right there. So we're going to see that floral piece coming up in a pendant. And then anything else you want to see, holler at me on this Wednesday. We're here for you live for that reason. So let me know if you'd like both, one or the other. It's up to you. Let me zoom back just a little bit so you can see a little more of that bracelet, and we'll see if they want to get the ring, the bracelet, or the whole suite. And that is the way that we like to shop. So it's just not common to see something like that. So we're going to get to our Alexandrite necklace next. If you're a heart-shaped lover and you love this stone, which is color-changing chrysoberyl, that is what's coming up, and it will be affordable, I promise. And so let me know. And again, 7.5 inch on the bracelet if you missed that presentation right up front. So there it is. Really, really special. And then here we go. Stunning necklace on the way. And then let me know, bracelet, ring, or if you'd like to get them for the set under $3,000. Here we go. Here is the necklace I want to show you now. This is Alexandrite, where I just looked at this away from the light, and it was completely blue-green stones. Now, in front of the light, they're completely turning purple. And as I even just move the direction, you see it. Just pick a stone. Pick a stone and focus on it for a second, and watch as I turn it. I'm going to take the top right corner there. See how purple it is? There's two together that are really purple because of the angle they're at. And then if I turn it this way, they turn green. If I turn it this way, they turn back to that blue-green. Watch the stones beneath it. If I face them upright to the light, they go to purple as well. They're literally changing right before your eyes. And usually our studio environment can't show that, but these stones are just that strong. We're just a little bit of presence of hot light here. They're showing purple. It's going to be item number 112. I got to move this aside here. 3575. I'll show it on the hand here. This one's also going to be an adjustable chain because it is an entire necklace. So everything here is all in one, which is really gorgeous. So you have one complete piece. Now, it's 25 points. Oh, it's 18 karat gold again. We're staying in the 18 karat gold for a minute. And you have this really cool asymmetric, wider east to west heart shape. And it's 25 points of the Brazilian Alexandrites. No wonder they are good. And then you've got the 12 points in the diamonds around that. Full necklace here. Check this out. It's got a spring ring closure, but do you see that little charm? A heart shape that matches, by the way. How designer is that? That little charm is what adjusts the necklace in. So 18.5 actually is what you're getting here, maximum length. But then it can adjust to be a little shorter. And then what you can do is make it any length you want, from a choker length all the way up to 18.5 inches. So that's incredible as well. And so when we look at it from a distance, that's gorgeous. You see more purple now. Then we're going to look at it from a different perspective here, just so you can see it from another angle. And that's what she looks like on the neckline. So great gift idea as well. Don't forget that alexandrite is a rare June birthstone too. So it's that stone that we talk about in addition to pearl as a June birthstone. So something to keep in mind if you are gifting it or treating yourself. But it's going to be one very, very special price tag. And I just want to show you, it's really the heart within the heart. And then as I turn it, do you see how those stones go red? It's not just purple. They do go red. But you see there how they go purple to red. It's amazing. Look at that. And there's, I'm going to try to flip it around so you can see the back there. It's a really special style. It looks like such a modern heart shape. And it's not even going to be $19.99. We only have the one. That's, again, the case here tonight. So this will be actually $9.99 first caller. And those are just truly the best alexandrites we've seen here, because we've never seen this color change take place in just one same light environment where we can see that dramatic of a color change. Sometimes a blue-green stone will have a little fleck of purple in it, but this is where they're going all out, blue-green to purple-red right here. And that's amazing, just by turning the direction of it, just by shifting the angle a little bit. That is really special. It's only $9.99 first caller. So that one's got to go, and then we'll get to, we've got quite a few of our designer necklaces here tonight. We've got, there's a key, which is also, you know, the big designer that does the key styles, right? Well, ours, I guarantee, was a lot more affordable and better quality. And then we have another brooch option. We've got that big cross. We've got a couple of special articulated pieces. Pink sapphire lovers, we got something for you. So that's our alexandrite piece. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and get to something fun here. We have a turquoise earring, and I know it's not something that we see typically, because this is not just turquoise studs. We have studs later on a wheel that are going to be nice and affordable. But this is a turquoise stud in a cushion cut square that is actually surrounded two of the sides of the four, because think about it, a cushion square is four-sided, right? So they did that really cool asymmetric design, which gives you so many fun ways to rotate it and play with it to give a different look in the ear. And it's 11237995. This is so, so beautiful. And I know we get a lot of requests for turquoise earrings, and they're right here. And it's a carat 10 total weight in your turquoise cushion cut squares. And yet, look at that color. Just pure sleeping beauty, best of. It does not get better. My friends who love turquoise, I would say to the friends who hate turquoise, if you're not usually a turquoise lover, it just probably means you have not yet seen Sleeping Beauty variety. And once you do, I think you're going to find out why so many of us, the people who have already dedicated our love and dedication and complete support behind turquoise, understand why. Because when you get that pure, beautiful color like it is, it really is special. Not to mention those two sides of the four flanked in VS diamonds that we did for you. We're making it affordable as well, so you get all the affordability we love. And then here's what it looks like up close. And we're going to have you choose your gold, because that is what we do around here. Whenever possible, we want you to be able to choose your gold color. And in this case, you get the white, the yellow, or the rose. And we're going to see who's out there tonight. Let's just see who's out there. We're going to try it. And we've got a diamond weight here of 9 points along the sides here. And we are so glad to have your presence and your company. And it's no fun to do this show without you guys. It really isn't. Standing up for 3 hours a day on TV talking to myself is no fun. But it's a lot more fun when we get to be interactive with you, and you get to let us know your requests, and you get to pick up something you really adore and love. That's what makes this fun every single day and night whenever we're with you. So it is very, very special. But again, white, yellow, rose, you pick it out. And then we've got a better than $999 value. This is a very special moment here, because turquoise studs, but better. We've elevated it here. It is amazing, and yet we're going to make them really affordable. And I know I'm supposed to get $9.99, and that is a fair price. But here it is. I'm going to try something here just to get the phone lines to ring early on tonight. I just want to see who's out there and who wants a turquoise earring that is going to be everyday wearable, but still with a twist and a designer element. Not the same old, not the basic round, not the, yeah, I've seen those a million times. This is different. This is bold. This is still giving you diamond weight. Choose your gold color, and it is going to be better than even $9.99, $8.88, $7.77. Oh my goodness. This is really incredible, and I'm going to try them on for you. Unfortunately, guys, I think I'm going to have to take off the earring that I'm wearing to preview. You'll see it now, but then look quick, because it is a preview that I think is going to make everybody lose their minds a little bit. But it's clanking with my own earrings, so I'm probably going to have to take them off. But I just want to show you something here because you're going to see in my second piercing something special that's coming up, and I have a date for you guys. Take a look at this, and that you will notice, not to take away from our turquoise, but this right here, my ladies, my collectors, that is our nail hoop that just arrived. And so they're not coming up tonight, but we want to give you a little heads up and mark your calendars because they are coming up on the 7th of April. I know that seems far away. It's not. It's just a week from Sunday. So just a heads up on that. Want to make sure that you guys can see what's up. So that's the hoop earring. That's the beautiful designer half-inch nail hoop that matches your rings and your bangles that you love. But there's our turquoise. And I like to just have the diamonds up top in that little V shape. That's what I like to do. But again, you can obviously rotate them and change them up as you wish. But it's not going to be $777, $699, or $599. Let's take another close-up look at them. And we're going to get you a really, really good look. So this is so special and so really designer and unique. And yet it's going to be, you know what, make them $499 to the very first callers. And so just be mindful that hoop earring, mark your calendars. April 7th. A week from Easter Sunday. So that's going to be coming up, and I know we're going to be very excited. We didn't go with the big ones. I know some of you were hoping we would do like the big 2-inchers. Well, those will be like $10,000. So we're going to start you off with some smaller, more affordable ones, and we may do the bigger ones later, but we thought we'd go with a 1/2 inch, which is a very popular style with our viewers. So those are coming up on April 7th for the little hoop earrings that are going to be the match to what so many of you have and love, which is very exciting. So make sure, just jot it down. I know I'll be giving you reminders here and there leading up to that point, but it just makes for, again, I'm always trying to give you guys a heads up on those pieces that you're really excited about. We made them for you based on your customer demand, so we want to make sure you guys know what's happening when they're coming up. Okay, so coming up, let's get to, we're going to leave those turquoise earrings behind, and we've got a gorgeous golden South Sea pearl. I think about those strands we had that were $10,000, and I think about them all the time, and I think, you know what? What if anybody just wants one pearl? Maybe he doesn't have the $10,000, but understands the beauty and the rarity of a golden pearl. And this is just one of the prettiest I've seen. There's so much pink tone coming through. Look at that. It's a golden color, yes. I mean, obviously, that's the whole deal. It's what makes it so rare. But this is going to be that special and large, 12 millimeter. It's 3590. And we have one. And it's also going to be flanked with the bigger diamond. So 12 millimeters on the pearl. It is 18 karat gold. And I tell you right now, it's one only, so let's blow it out. We've got diamond weight at 30 points, which means that those are, wow, 5-pointers each. Very impressive, isn't it? 5 pointers entirely. On the sides, 3 on each side. This pearl is beautifully set. Don't ever worry. It's all going to be actually into that seat, which you can see they custom curved the gold to go right around it to really hug the sides of the pearl without taking away from the detail and the beauty of it from the side profile, because we wanted you to see all of that. So it's really important. You can see that 18 karat gold, but interestingly enough, it's almost like that pearl gives you an even more rich color than you even see with the gold itself. And that's why I point out it's 18 karat gold. So that's a pretty premium gold color you're getting. And already the pearl is exceeding that in its color naturally, because there's no dyeing or no treatment to this pearl. And yet I'm going to try to make a very important ring very affordable for you. That's really the idea here. So if you'd like our golden pearl, and we'll show it to you on, because 12 millimeters is significant. Remember, even the necklaces that we had, they went up to 12 and 13 millimeters and how large those were. But remember, when that's sitting on the neckline, it's got a little different appearance than when you have one stone really centered up on your hand, right? So this is where you get a really big look. I mean, it's impressive all the way around. And it's going to be for one caller. Let me try it on for you. And, oh no, it's a little teeny size, so I'm going to put it on as a pinky ring when it's probably not what I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend wearing it there. But again, that's where we take care of the sizing for you. It seems like the rings here are either 10s or they're 5s, and we can't seem to get it right. But look at how beautiful that is, right? Amazing. And there's your side profile to show you how completely perfectly round that pearl is from every angle, because that's a huge, really a very important aspect we want to see in our pearls. And yet look at the color and the glow, and it's got that little pinky golden color to it, which I really like. Instead of more yellowy, it's got a little more pinky golden tone to it. And it's going to be for one caller, and it's not even $5,999. And we're going to make it a lot more affordable than that. First caller on it. It's going to be easy, simple. This is where we do it. We blow it out just to make sure that it can go. And this is my only golden pearl ring we have in the inventory. So it is an important night to pick up your golden pearl because it could be a wait. If you're waiting for another one to come along, it could be some time till we see another golden pearl. And this one's going to be $1,999. You know what? Skip that. I'm going to keep on dropping the price. I think they call this a Dutch auction in some places, but we're not going to call it that. I'm just going to keep on dropping the price until it sells. So this is how this works. There's one ring. You call me if you like it, and I'm going to keep on dropping the price by $100. And when it's a price that you like, say sold and it's yours. That's what I'm going to do because it's a $6,000 ring. I've already got it at $4,000 off. Now we're just going to drop it, and I'm going to drop it every $100. And that means until it goes. Now, the only issue is this. I've got one rule. I can't pay you to take it. That's illegal. So I cannot give you $100 to take it. But I can keep dropping this $19.99 already sensational price. We can keep dropping it until we get it a great home. That's really what we're going for here. So take a look at it, and it's not going to be even $19.99. You can come on in, and you can wait it out, too. If you just want to come on the phone lines and wait for it to get down to $100, you can do that, too, right? If you want to just come on in. Or if you think it's worth more than $100, and it is, it's worth $6,000 our price, then you can do that. You can jump in right now, get ready to take it, and get ready to say sold whenever it's a price that suits you and your budget because it's already too low. $18.99. Nobody's on the phone lines yet, by the way. And this, like I said, I can't pay you to take it, but who knows? You might want to be on the phone lines here. Get ready to celebrate because you're going to score the deal. It's not going to be $18.99. I'm just going to keep on dropping it. I'm already too low. I've already taken $4,000 plus off the price, so you know I'm too low. If you like it, I'll make it $17.99. And operators, when you have a caller that says the price is just right, take it, say sold, and you will get it. Promise you that. But I have to move some jewelry here before the top of the hour gets here. We have to. So here's what I'll do. $16.99. And it's still here at the moment, but we have 2 callers on the line. And nobody said sold yet. They're waiting for it to go to $100. Remember, there's other callers who might see it's worth a little bit more than $100. So you can go ahead and say sold when you're ready. How about $15.99? It's going, I mean, I'm losing money. I'm losing money. And every time I give you a new price, there's more money lost. $14.99. Huge diamonds, 5-pointers. They're VS. 18-karat solid gold band. And a massive 12-millimeter pearl. And nobody's got it yet. $13.99. Please don't let me get to $100. Come on now. Come on. This is worth a $6,000 price tag. Come on. Be nice. How about, don't tell me. You still, nope, nobody? All right. Jason, they're just waiting. What's their happy price? You got it? Jess, did you say sold? No. Thought I heard sold. I didn't. That was wishful hearing. $1,299. Uh-oh. 4 people now talking about it. Well, the good news is we got interest. We've got interest and you see the value. And now we're at $12.99. Do you have it? All right, so we're verifying on that one. It looks like that may be gone. And then here we go. Oh, we have a blue sapphire flash. We're going to show that to you. How about a key? A key pendant with chain. Throw that in too. We'll get you a great, great, great chance here. Oh, I love it. It's got baguettes. Oh, I love a key with baguettes. That's so special, so unique, so rare, so good. All right, so this one's gone, it sounds like. All right, let's move on. And then this comes with a chain. Yay. Oh, this is so pretty. Almost like a Celtic knot or a love knot design here. I mean, this is special. Item number on this one is 11235571 with chain, box chain, 18 inches, but adjustable down to any size you want. And then here we go, the key. I'm going to show you the length of that one too, and it's 18 karat solid. I love it. This is a pretty diamond weight too. It's got 30 points total weight in the baguettes and the rounds. It's in the 18 karat white gold. Welcome to Wednesday. It's giveaway day. I thought Monday was markdown day. Forget that. We're going to do Wednesday night giveaways. Look at that. That is so pretty with the baguettes, and this is giving you a lengthier style key as well. Take a look at this. This one's going to be, wow, about 1.25 inches top to bottom. Chain is included as a box link. It's got the adjustability here. Look at that. So that's a spring enclosure. It's 18 inches maximum, and then you can shorten it however you want. It can be 15 and a half. It can be 17 and 3/4. It can be 16 and an eighth, whatever you want it to be. And then here's what it looks like from a distance away. So you've got a little over an inch in the key style. There it is. Here it is against a darker background, so you can see that. Just a beautiful style. And then take the chain. Wear it with anything else too. Take the chain. I mean, the chain comes with it for free. I'm not charging you for this chain. We're going to do under $1,000 on the entire piece, chain included, for free. Baguettes that are tapered. This reminds me so much of those rings we had on Monday where we could not keep them in stock. You remember that, right? All those baguette and round creations that we had from the designer, couldn't keep them in stock at all. I think everybody's waiting for that top of the hour, but listen, not everybody's going to get one of the top of the hour things. We got a debut coming up, but I've only got a couple of pieces, so it's not going to be for everybody, but we've got those coming up in about 15 minutes, so stick around, and just stick around so you can learn a little bit about a stone you might not know very well, because even I learned something recently about this stone that I did not know where the name came from, and I think it's one of the more fascinating origins of naming stones that I've ever heard, because a lot of stones are named for a lot of different reasons, and they're kind of fascinating to look at the origin of why stones are called what they are, and I'm really excited to share that with you. So here we have 18 karat gold, and you know what, nobody wants it at $9.99, Tony, so let's do it for $8.88 instead, and we'll make it disappear. 30 points in the diamond, solid 18 karat gold, and a free chain worth about what you're paying for the entire piece. It's a good one, isn't it? And you know that one of the bigger stores in the world, one of the bigger designers in the world, they do these keys in diamonds, right? Nothing quite like this, because as far as I know, I've not seen them do baguettes, but they do a lot of the little itty bitty teeny tiny rounds, and they'll do a lot of those designs, and yet they're tens of thousands of dollars. And they don't come with chains either, by the way. So it's kind of nice to go with the upgrading here all along and get that better price at $8.88. And then also I think it makes a significant gift. I mean, think of the meaning behind the key. Or maybe somebody is holding the key to your happiness or the key to your heart. And this would be a beautiful way to represent that and get that for them. So really, really special, $8.88. Enjoy it if you get it. 18-inch chain comes with it. It's really, seriously, it's like almost getting a pendant for free here, because that is what you can spend on an 18-karat box link chain in today's market. And of course, this one being adjustable makes it a really good, versatile, kind of a workhorse piece for you. So I think that you'll enjoy it. All right, so that one's here if you'd like it. And then who got our pearl, by the way? Was it your caller? Mary. Hi, Mary. Thank you so much on the golden pearl. Enjoy it. And then let's talk about this one. Are we done with designer pieces, or can we handle one more? Because I'm really still digging these designer pieces, because as long as they're new and brand new, like something you haven't seen before, I'm kind of loving it. And this, if you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, they have one of those museum graded rubies in the designer style with all that 18 karat gold, I would think the same exact thing. But what you're looking at, you remember when we've seen these little itty bitty rubies, and they're graded as museum level, and there's like a little itty bitty itty pointer, and it's like $8,000. We've seen them. I don't show them often, but we've seen them. When they are transparent and clean, what if what we're looking at right here is rarer than a ruby? A lot of people are saying, wait a minute, it's not a ruby? Looks like a ruby, doesn't it? Looks exactly like the best ruby in the world. It's actually not a ruby, and it is rarer. And this is why this one is going to fly. A collector is going to scoop this thing up. And also, keep in mind, it's in a huge concave style of gold that is going to be, I got to show you from all the angles here. Look at this style that, if you don't mind, I mean, it's bezel, so I can't hurt it. Look at that. Look at that. That's how it's set. The beautiful inside under gallery. The amazing way you have diamonds all the way around in pave and then up top. And then that stone, which is not a ruby, is bezel set completely. Item number is 1123-607. And here's what we're going to do. I promise you it's a deal. It's 18 karat solid gold, as you can already tell by looking at the color. The stone in the center is a carat 20. And here's what's happening. It's going to be really affordable. It's not really intended to be affordable, I'll be honest with you, as you'll know when you hear about this stone. 112-3607. Tony's like, yeah, but I can't put up a graphic because I don't know what it is. If that ain't ruby, what is it? This is red spinel. It is red spinel, and the closest thing we ever see to this is a pink red, which is Mahenge spinel, and you guys are like, because they're all tiny. Yeah, the Mahenge spinels are pretty tiny. This is giving you a huge red spinel, which we know that every single gem family, red, keep this in mind for the top of the hour, hint, 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 red is the most exotic variety. Every single gem family. I can't think of one where that doesn't apply. It applies to even the world of diamonds. It applies to the world of beryl. It applies to the world of corundum. It applies to the world of spinels. That's a separate stone family. It's just very similar to sapphire in its chemical elements, the properties, where it comes from, the chemical makeup of the stone. But it's more rare. And when we see spinels, our best spinels here are Mahenge pink reds. There's a combination of pink red together. Look at this. This is different. This is no pink at all. This is pure, pure, pure red. It looks like the most incredible, crazy cool rubies we have here that go for tens of thousands of dollars. And it's not. It's more rare. So keep all that in mind as it's a carat 20 with 50 points in diamonds. Now I'm going to show it on because you don't see many designs that look like this, do you? So we're going to show you what that looks like from all the different angles. It's one of those that gives you a really cool profile look too, which I always appreciate because I'm always looking at my jewelry 5 hours a day from the profile. It's the steering wheel position, as I call it. So it's really one of those, right? You see, look at that from the profile. How cool that is, right? Set in this beautiful mirror finishing. I mean, almost as much surface area in gold as a signet ring has. And then all polished. Look at the gleam and the glow of that stone. It is incredible. And it is going to be super affordable because I got to do that. I either have two choices. I'm going to show you jewelry all night and put it all back in a vault at 10 o'clock. Or I'm going to go ahead and discount like you've never seen on brand new incredible designer styles and worry about the consequences later at 10 o'clock. But at least it'll be easier to take if at least the jewelry's sold, right? That would be easier. So here's what I'm going to do instead of the $59.99 price tag. And oh, we saw that again on a pearl. We're going to see it now on the most incredible red spinel you've seen. This is pure red. There is no pink to this stone. It is not out of the Mahenge mine. This is actually, it looks to me like Burma. So you've got a very, very important stone, which actually, yes, is the same source as the best rubies in the world. So like I said, a lot of similar resources as far as origins. You'll find a lot of sapphires and spinels come from similar places because that's where the earth has and shares similar elements. So that's pretty typical, right? So you find them, remember, they're only one chemical element different from being the same, but they're still different, right? There is one chemical element difference. So sapphires, all the sapphires and rubies in one family are still different from the spinel family, which has pretty much every color that sapphire comes in except for green, including, as you see, red like a ruby right here, but you just never see this color, and it's going to be blowout time. We're going to make it easy, $1,999 to the very first caller instead of $6,000. You get it for under $2,000. And did you pick up the, oh good, the little ruby, the cross. Thank you so much. Thank you. Who got that one? Diane, well done. Congratulations and thank you. And nobody got our key yet, or our heart-shaped alexandrite, or our Paraibas. So you got all those choices for you to take advantage of still tonight. And then, yes, we are 9 minutes away from a premiere. I can't call it a premiere because we've had this stone once or twice before, but never in this color variety. And never with a little extra special something we'll talk about. So don't want to give it all away. We're going to wait a few more minutes to tell you all about it, and stay with us because it's just a fascinating learn as well. And then I want to show you some trillion cut Paraibas because this is a little more unique. And here we've had some round Paraibas already tonight. They're here. I'm going to go a little bit larger here for you, and this one's going to be very special. This is a trillion cut Paraiba earring, and you're actually getting a match pair. And I say that because most of the designer world right now is selling single earrings, and that's a thing. We are going to have, and it might be remarkable because, yes, in Paraiba, there wouldn't normally be two that would match up to perfection like these do. So that is already special. Not to mention they are the trillion cutting. Now, if you're not a trillion lover, that's okay. But if you are new to the world of trillions, let me explain why you need a trillion in your life, especially with this stone. Because if you already like this stone, you're going to love the additional trillion cutting. And the reason for that is because it's already a neon stone. The stone is giving the glow. The stone is doing that powerful color of blue and green together. It's a beautiful, powerful neon that's thanks to that copper content in the stone. Their item number, and this is one pair only, and they're remarkably discounted tonight for the first time, 1118082. They've been here a while. And that is because we don't sell a lot of earrings that are over $30,000. And these started at over $30,000. They really did. We're going to take it a lot lower than that just to make these really easy for you, but you're still getting significant sizes in your stones. You've got about 75 points, a little bit over actually, in each earring. They are matched to perfection. They are trillion cuts, which are super uber rare because it's a wasteful cut, so you don't expect to see too many of those in one of the most precious stones in the world. We are about to discount them. There's no way with 53 minutes into the show and a lot of jewelry sitting here, there's no way I would bring these out normally if they weren't a huge discount. But because they are, that's why it's appropriate to bring these out and just give you guys, the first hour shoppers, prior to our big debut. That's why you're here, is to get those really special opportunities that everyone else who's missing the first hour is going to say, oh, why couldn't I have been there? Oh, why couldn't I have seen that discount? Oh, I wanted those earrings. I wanted to get those before when they were $30,000, and now I never dreamed they would go this low, and they have. They're not even going to be $10,000 for the pair. Yes, they have a carat 30 in big diamonds. Yes, they're trillion cuts. Yes, they're matched. And you already have a stone that here is known for color and neon, which is very specific, very high end. These are so big and they're so clean at the same time. They're giving you everything you want in one stone that would be so remarkable if that was just a ring. But the fact they're doubled up as a match pair as they are is making it even more sensational. And we just, sometimes you just sit there and look at a piece and go, you know what? It's been here too long. And it's not because it's not pretty. It's not because it's not appreciated, or it's not because it's not rare. But if they've been here this long, there comes a time when you say, you know what? We have got to discount the earrings. And it doesn't matter how much value they have or how much they're increasing in price by the day, they have got to go. And that night is tonight. That moment is now. We are not waiting. We're not going to offer them at even $8,000 or $7,000 or $6,000. And remember, with 75 pointers, that is impressive. That's a big size to get in a Paraíba trillion. Plus, you're getting those very important diamonds. They're all larger sizes individually because you're getting a carat 30 on those. And then you've got, did you see the 18 carat? We upgraded the setting to 18 karat gold as well. Centered post, butterfly backing, pop them on. I think best for a primary piercing, yes. And yes, for those of you just tuning in, those are the nail hoops coming up a little bit a week from Sunday. So keep that in mind. So taking a look up close, we'll show you what they look like. These are not going to be even, you know what, $49.99 is outstanding. It's a privilege to be able to say that number and associate it with that earring. That is an all-out privilege. But they're not even $49.99. They will fly. Do we have a Paraíba lover out there tonight? Because once again, it's kind of like what we showed you earlier with the bracelet and the ring set. It was like, wait a minute, you don't see bracelets in Paraíba. So how exciting is that? Now, we don't see earrings very often. So this is go time. This is make them yours. And I will guarantee you the best price possible ever all time. It's happening right now. They're not even $49.99. They are $3,999 to the first caller, and they're in the 18 karat white gold, but as Tony has up there, you can change them if you want. We can go ahead and put them in yellow. We can put them in rose gold, whatever you prefer. That is totally, completely, 100% up to you. You just tell us what to do, and we're not going to charge any extra for an extra premium change in cold color. I mean, if you want to, it's all about probably matching to what you already have. Most of our pieces in Paraíba historically have been in the white gold, so I think if you got a piece from us, it's probably going to match already. But just that opportunity, that option we like to provide, where if you're saying, nope, I don't love white gold, I want yellow, they're still going to be loud and bright and clean and beautiful stones, no matter how they're set. We're just giving you the option so they are perfected, because trust me, there's not too many opportunities that are coming around to see a Paraíba earring in a big carat weight like that. And that's why we love them. Big carat weight, but it's also why they were $30,000 at some point in time. And now they're a whole lot less. $39.99 gets them to you. So let me know if you'd like them. We've got one pair, and that's it. And then we're going to be moving on. We got a lot to show you. The big cross is here. That's going to have the rubies and the diamonds. Outstanding piece. We have a gorgeous, gorgeous brooch. It's going to be just a brooch, but not a pendant style. But we do have a lot of brooch lovers out there, and something special for you on that front. And then we've got the sapphires I mentioned. This is very heavy for a pendant. We'll show you our sapphire piece. I flashed it. We had the blue sapphire florals. We'll flash that for you in. And then any questions you have on those, please let me know. That's just one major value. It is our final markdown. They can't go any lower. We're already so far under cost, it's not even funny. There's just a great value waiting for somebody who loves a great collector's piece, and there they are. Beautiful trillion cut Paraibas, can't beat that. And then we have our big pink diamond. We've got another blowout from the museum collection. I mean, sometimes if we don't have a ton of brand new, what we do is we bring out some of the museum pieces on a Wednesday, and we blow those out as well. And that's what you're gonna see coming up right now. We've got a pink diamond here. Actually, we've got 2 minutes till our top of the hour. So what I'll do is I'll show you something that's not gonna be as lengthy of a presentation. We do have our 20-point diamond coming up, and that's actually, have you noticed we don't see pink diamonds anymore? We used to see 3, 4, 5 a show. They are basically gone. And we brought this one out from the vault out of a private collection where it was like, that was the cannot be discounted, cannot be marked down section of the vault. And we brought out a 20-pointer tonight in a bridge mounting. It's a $20,000 ring. And we're going to make it really affordable. We're going to make it like the everyday price of all the diamond pieces we bring. So these Paraíba earrings are still here. I'm going to show you, let's just show you this brooch here since we've got about a minute here till our debut. And stick around, or let a gemstone lover also know that we're going to have a pretty important debut coming up. And they might want to just tune in to hear all about it and get a little bit of education about a really cool stone. But let's take a look at the butterflies. I'll put it the other way for you. So we'll have our butterflies upright. But this is a brooch that can be worn east to west like I'm showing it, or north to south, however you'd like it, or at a diagonal. That's kind of the fun of a brooch styles, that you can obviously put it any way you'd like. And those are the big three in gemstones. That is going to be sapphire, emerald, and ruby in the butterflies for you. Looking great, don't they? And they're also going to be on this beautiful bar of gold with beautiful channel set diamonds, and then everything else is bezel set. Just the channel of diamonds that goes right through the middle, those are all channel setting, which is basically like, think of it like 2 lines of gold that are going to create this groove where the diamonds are set within it. And then you get everything bezel set in your pear-shaped stones and your round brilliants that make up the butterflies. It's going to be 18 karat gold, 16 points in your rubies, 18 points in your sapphires, and 11 points in the emerald. They're all the same size, but you know the densities differ, and that's why they have a different carat weight there. It's because of the different densities that you have. And then you've got 47 points in diamonds. It's item number 3714. It's 18 karat solid gold, and it is a brooch only. No bail on this one, although I will say, if you have a chain, feel free. See how you have this brooch here? You can put your chain right through it, and it will support it. If you have a fairly weighty chain, it will be able to support this style. So you can slip a favorite chain, whatever it is, if it's more on the narrow side or an omega, slip it through the pin, and you can wear it as a pendant as well that way. So you don't always have to have a bail, and this style will work perfectly. So 18 karat solid, 16 points in the pear-shaped rubies, 18 points in the pear-shaped blue sapphires, and then 11 points in the emeralds, which are out of Colombia, and they look great. And then you've got 47 points in the diamonds, and we'll do the whole brooch for less than $46.99, which is where it's listed to go tonight. We've got a top of the hour coming up now, right after this goes, and we're going to have a really special opportunity to save you a bunch. So 16, 18, 11 points, 46. It's a good thing Tony gets paid by the letter on this one, right? Big time, because that is a lot going on in that description. But here it is, 18 karat gold for less than $24.99. We'll blow it out. Here's the length you're going to get, by the way. Just a quick look at it upright, so you can see the length it's going to give you if you choose to wear it this way, upright. You can do whatever you want. At a diagonal, it works. But it's going to have a lot of length to it, and it's going to be one collar, taking it 2 1/4 inches, top to bottom. It feels like the butterfly baton to me, is what it feels like. I love the little end caps there that have that little almost beveled edge to them, that little extra pretty detail there, top and bottom. We'll make it $1,299. First and only collar. So that is our brooch. Or I think you can easily wear it as a pendant as well. Just take your favorite chain. Any of the chains we've had tonight will do. And you can take a basic, it could be a rope chain, box link chain, snake link chain, whatever it is. And you can slip it right through the pin, and it'll work as well for you. So anyway, we're at the top of the hour. We'll talk a little bit about what's coming up. We're looking forward to this. I mentioned on Monday, some of you are ready for a little premiere. And we have a very important moment here. So welcome into our Wednesday show, everybody. Glad you're with us. We're done with the brooch. It's still here if you'd like it. We just want to get on time here with our fabulous top of the hour that we're going to show you, which is a really kind of, I'm not going to say new stone. We've had it before. You'll know the name if you've watched our show for years, but it's a different color than it usually is. because what we're going to do is dive into the museum collection of this gem. Welcome again into Wednesday night. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We've got 2 hours left. If there's anything from the first hour that you'd like to get more information on or pick up, you may. And we've got something very special coming up for our premiere, but this is all I have. And most of these are earrings, by the way, which most of you are not going to shop the earrings. Most of us want a collectible like this in a ring, and that's where you're going to see these really large examples of this stone. We have one gents ring, by the way, so the gents we did not leave out of this very, very special, unique and rare premiere. But what I want to tell you about is a stone that is part of the garnet family. That's what I revealed on Monday, is that we would have something kind of fresh out of the garnet family, which is a very, people hear garnet and they think, oh, that's easy. They think that's basic. Because we're used to growing up, and I think about my early days in the jewelry before I was in the business, before I studied it and learned it. Back when I was just a journalist, you know, I was just covering sports on sidelines, you know, nothing big. And when I started to really get into gems, I was so surprised because, you know, I grew up where, you know, you'd walk into the department stores, like you'd be on the way, like back when we had department stores, and, you know, you were there for a reason because you needed a special outfit or for a special occasion. You'd walk through the jewelry department and you'd see cases and cases of jewelry, and inevitably you'd see the peridots and the amethyst and the citrine and the garnets. And the garnets were always these pyrope red garnets. And they were really inexpensive. And I think one of the biggest misconceptions that kind of jewelry newbies have is that they think garnets are just inexpensive, routine, basic stones. When they're not, it depends on where it comes from, what color it is, and what its chemical makeup is. Because it's actually one of the more diverse gem families in the world that actually produces some of the most highly valuable stones in the world as well. So it's a really fascinating, there's pyrope garnets, which are those basic kind of cinnamon brown reds that you see out in like basic stores, right? And you might see a 3 or a 5 carat and it's a couple $100. There are very exotic garnets, some of the rarest stones in the world, like demontoid, like mandarin, like we've seen our Tavitas, right? We've seen fabulous savorites, Marilani mints. I mean, the list goes on of specialty garnets. And we're going to dive into that here with just a few pieces in my hand. We're going to start with our bigger ones, but this is actually rare because you've heard of Malaya garnet. We've had a few before, and Malaya, M-A-L-A-Y-A, there's another alternative spelling that's M-A-L-A-I-A, but we go with the A-Y-A spelling, that either one is appropriate. It's totally interchangeable, so just know that either's correct. But this is actually rare because, think about it, it was back in the 1960s, because most garnets, the basic garnets have been around for some time, but some of the garnets that we know of exotics, like mandarin, were discovered much more recently. Like mandarin came out in the 1990s. This stone was actually first discovered in the 1960s, but it was along the Umba River Valley, which is right basically between the border of Tanzania and Kenya. And so, interestingly enough, that was the first and what they thought was the only discovery. For about 30 years, that was the case. And it wasn't until the 1990s when this material was discovered in a totally different region of the world, and that is Madagascar. And that's what we're going to bring you, because the Malayas I've had in my career before have been brown stones. They've been brown. They've been brown stones. They kind of almost look like kind of a brown caramel color, if you will. They almost could be like a brown golden. Some have a little bit of pink to them. What we're going to look at is really something exciting, because this is actually Malaya out of Madagascar. So it was discovered in the 1990s. It's the newest form, and it's been really well known in a short amount of time, because this material out of the Bekele mine, which is spelled B-E-K-I-L-Y, this material is actually that super ultra rare. And that's because the really, really good ones give you pinks and reds. And that's where this differs. This is no longer brown Malaya garnet like we saw out of Tanzania, like out of that Umba River Valley. This is totally different. And again, we talk about this a lot with gems, the soil, the area, the earth. What's present in Madagascar might have different trace elements than what is present in the Tanzanian mine material. So that's what gives you different coloring. And when you have chromium and vanadium, it's ding, 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 jackpot. Because that's suddenly what's giving you these gorgeous pinky red colors that almost look raspberry, and then you get red flashes, sound familiar, like our blue wing block Ds. But the coolest thing about this is likely the fact that also some of the stones actually change color in incandescent lighting or fluorescent lighting. And we have a few stones here, we checked every one of them, and we have a few of our stones that do that. So 3 pieces here, 1 pair of earrings, the men's ring, and one of our ladies' rings actually does change color and completely fluoresces, and that is extra rare. So we're going to point those out to you, but they're all stunning. And what's really the challenge when you read about this material is that what's tough to get is anything that's 3 to 5 carats. Those are considered, like if I came up here and told you I had a 20 carat diamond tonight, you'd probably say, ooh, that's interesting. That's rare. That's what we're looking at here. Most of these Malayas are very small, insignificant sizes. They're still rare, they're still valuable, but they're smaller. This is 3 to 5 carats that are really super rare. And this is, I think, the coolest part about this is that when these were discovered, the name Malaya, we talked about the spelling, alternate ways you can spell it, right? The name Malaya is a Swahili name. It's almost like when we see you guys know about our Zambarans, right? Zambaran means purple in Swahili. This is actually a Swahili word because that was our original discovery in the 60s was Tanzania. So Swahili is what they speak there. So what they actually named it was Malaya. What I didn't realize was Malaya, you might have thought may have had something to do with the origin. It actually means outcast. Because when they were mining this in the 1960s, they were mining for rhodolite. They were mining for rhodolite, which is also a garnet, but it's a much more commonplace garnet. So every time they'd find one of these pinky reds, as opposed to the purple, because rhodolites really, even though rhodo means red or rose, really rhodolites are purple, right? More like a Zambaran. So rhodolites are what they were looking for. So every time they'd mine this material, this is again in the Umba River Valley in the 60s and 70s, they would find these pinky red stones and they put them aside. They cast them aside. And they literally got the name, the red material got the name Malaya, meaning outcast, because they weren't rhodolites. Rhodolites are a very commonplace stone compared to what we have here. So now that name has now been applied even when we find it from Madagascar, which is the really tippy-top premium material from this Bekele mine. They, by the way, are completely durable for everyday wear. They're 7 to 7.5 on the Mohs scale, which is, for me, that's the threshold. If they're 7 to 7.5 or greater, you can wear it every day. So we're very excited to have this. You're going to see some incredible red flashes on these stones. We're going to start with our largest, which is a 5 carat. Well, I've got a 543, which is the one that changes color. I've got a larger stone that's a 579 that doesn't change color. So I'm going to start with the color changing stone because then we have a photograph of it. So you can get familiar. Again, 3 of the pieces that I have out of my 2, 4, 6, 8 of them, most are earrings. We've got, and I know how many of you want rings. So I'm going to show you the bigger stones first. We're going to start with the 543 here. And I hope you can get one if you are a collector. I know not everybody needs one. I know they're a little bit more pricey. I know that when you see them out and about in the real world, they're usually in museums, which means price less. There is no price tag. I can't really give you a per carat market value. I can't give you a retail because they don't exist enough to be out in retail. Those are the regular red garnets, the pyrope garnets that are in your department stores, 300, 400, 500 bucks. No big deal. Even the rhodolites that are the purple material, we've all seen those, much like the Zambarans, they're more ordinary. This is a different, what we were just talking about with the spinels earlier, I was talking about the fact that without fail, if you have a gem family that has and exhibits more than one color option, red is always the most important. And that is what we're going to see here tonight. So if you would like one, here's what I would recommend too. Instead of just waiting for the piece to come along, there are so few of them. What I would recommend doing is just if you think you might want one, we're going to make these really affordable for what they are. Just get on the phone lines now and then sit with your operator and watch the whole, basically from the largest to the smallest. That way you can be ready when the perfect piece comes along, because obviously they're one of a kind, and no, I don't have anything in a multiple, and no, I don't have anything small, because that's what's really making these special is the fact they're larger, because you'll read all about them if you choose to do a quick search. And what I just told you, that 3 to 5 carat mark is really difficult to get into, and that's where we are. So let's take a look at our 543 first, which is the ladies ring in the bridge. And this one is, oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. It's such a unique color, and then you've got this incredible clarity that happens with it as well. Let's come in real close. I love that bridge too. But you see these amazing colors that you have. And again, we'll have one that is going to be, this is the one that changes color. We have one that's a tad bit larger that does not. So that's the thing. Some of them do, some of them don't. The researchers of the world think that it has something to do with just, again, how much of the chromium and the vanadium do they have. If they have a little more chromium and vanadium present in the stone, then those tend to be the ones that tend to be fluorescing, which you'll see what that ends up looking like. But this is going to be item number 1123811. and it's our 543. And just for the record, I'm going to give you a little look at the 579 as well that's coming up, just so you know, because they're a little different colors. So let me make sure you know which one to wait on, which if you have a favorite, it's slightly different. I mean, I'm really, that second one there, that has the pink and the white diamonds as well. So that's going to be coming up next, which is the 579. But again, this one does not change color. And the one over here in the bridge does, which we're about to show you what it looks like when you have it exposed to UV light. Okay, so we're going to show it to you right now. This goes completely red. I know it's more of a pinky purple now. It's not, I know, a dramatic change in color, but there it is. So you can see how it goes pure red under that fluorescent lighting. And so this one's going to be, again, item number 3811. It's our 543 oval. It's got a carat 28 in diamonds in the bridge. This is that very impressive size. It's giving you gorgeous clarity. I know how rare these are, and I'm just so excited to have a few for you, because anything we've seen before out of the, whether it was actually, we've had some Tanzania material, it was brown. We've had a couple Madagascar stones, they were also brown. This is the highest end way to go. This is the most beautiful, beautiful stone, and yet look at how pretty and how present this is. You've got a lot of size here when it's on the hand, and take a look at this. Wow, what a stunner, isn't it? So super rare. Get your hands on one if you can. And again, like always, my big challenge here is to make sure it's affordable enough so that a collector can own it, because I don't know about this $22,799 price tag we have. So what I'm thinking is, and yes, if you have a pen light, if you can expose it to incandescent light, that red color that you saw in that photograph, that's what you're going to see. So get ready, because that is making it extra, extra rare. Not all Malaya garnets change color. So I wanted to point out which ones do and which ones don't. And this is the only ladies ring that does, by the way. So do we have, okay, nobody on the phone lines? Well, it's fun to be able to show it to you. But here's the thing. If there is somebody who wants to experience this in person, I got to do better than $22,000. That is just not the pricing. I don't care how collectible or how rare or how specialty it is. That's not the price we're used to seeing. So I'm going to give you a better price, and we're going to sell it. And that way you can choose. Now, again, if you liked that other oval, you might want to get on the phone lines now, because that's coming up next. It's a little larger. It's a 579, but no color change. This one, 543, does change color. Take a look. Not going to be $22,799. It's fun to be able to see new pieces, right? Fun to be able to see some new stones. Maybe something you have not had the opportunity to own or collect yet. Here's the chance to do it, and it's going to be, watch this. It's only going to take a few minutes, guys. We'll rock right through them. I'm not going to show you all the earrings either, likely, unless you want to see them, but I'll tell you right now, the rings have got to go. So we're going to get this one in the bridge down below $10,000 and make it better than $99.99. And then get ready, because they're only going to get more affordable from here. And we want you to be ready on the phone lines if you want to get one, because obviously they are going to go. There is no way they can stay here when they're this kind of value. And already at $99.99, it's going even lower than that. We're not making it $89 or $79 or even, watch this, how about this, $7,500, we'll do better. And we'll make it $6,999 if you'd like it. And this is just one of the rarest stones out there. Be proud to own it. Be excited to own it. The red flashes that come through, I'm gonna show you again, that's the full color change. But if I actually prop it up to the light, you're gonna see a lot of those bright reds come out of that pink purple, and then we've got another one coming up. I'm gonna try to make this one a little more affordable, and this one's gonna be the bigger stone, 11237882. So it's a beautiful combination of size, color. This is my own personal preference. I think this is the prettiest stone in the batch. That's just me, and for what it's worth. I mean, that's just me looking at a lot of stones every day and loving the idea of this color. It's a little bit more intense to the saturation of the pinks and the fuchsias and the purples. Then, of course, it's got the red flashes, but this one didn't have a prominent color change. But remember, the color change is kind of subtle anyways, right? It's not a big difference. I think it'd be different if it was going to a completely different color. This is our 579 stone, which is that huge oval, and then it's got 86 points in diamonds, but that's just the white diamonds. We're gonna get you 45 points in the pink to go with it, so you get a nice mix there. And then it's our men's ring coming up, and then we've only got 2 more rings to show you, and that's it. So the rest are earrings. So it's going to be a quick little deal. And if you'd like one of these, grab a phone as fast as you can. The last one was just $7,000. We're going to blow this out, make it $59.99, even though you're getting a greater diamond weight, you're getting the upgrade with the pinks, and you're getting the bigger stone. This is the largest individual stone of the collection, by the way. So it's a great way to go, and you'd be getting what really is referenced as the king stone of the parcel. So that's it. And we've only got a few pieces here, and it's one night only, and that's it. We have nothing smaller. We're going to walk down in size here, get you all the looks at the rings at least. Our men's ring is coming up next. Yes, I'm so glad we put one together for the gentlemen. And then if you'd like this one, I'll try it on the hand for you so you can see what it looks like. I just think with the pink halo, what a pretty combination. Just interjecting a little bit of pastel there with it, the pink diamond halo, then the white diamond halo, and of course we carry that through on the sides as well, where you get a pink and white diamond dual row on the sides of the band as well. So that one's here for $59.99. Isn't it fun to see something kind of fresh and new and hopefully learn about a new stone? And then here's our men's ring. It's going to be item number 1123818, and this will be our $393. So we're still in that upper echelon size. Remember, 3 to 5 is dictated as the rarest sizes to get. It's about as big as they do get, because the rough material is not all that big in size. So when you actually have it faceted, it's a little more complex to get one of this size. And so here we are at almost 4 carats in size for the gentleman. This is that watch-inspired, very presidential type link style band, and it's going to have 59 points in diamonds, which is actually 2 rows. But let me show you here where they are, because it's going to be a little bit on the profile and a little bit on the top. And then you've got a finished undergallery, which is that honeycomb style undergallery we like to see. And the whole ring, well, let's try to make it even more affordable. We've just got a little bit smaller size in the center stone, and we only have 2 ladies' rings left. And look at that. The men's ring, as promised, is exhibiting color change. So there it is, fluorescing in that red, that pure, amazing, bright red. So this one's more purple too. So I would say this is the more dramatic color change as well, because it goes from that more purple to red. Because you saw the other ones are more pinky. This one's that more, and by the way, we have one that's pinky orange coming up. So get ready if you're looking for the pinky orange, because that's really rare too. And this one's actually $10,000, $99.99 is supposed to be the price. We'll take it a lot lower than that, and we'll make it $49.99 for our one. Anybody, gentlemen, looking for maybe his and her set is what you're trying to accomplish here. Great way to go. We have 2 ladies' rings coming up that we're going to make extra affordable for you, because they're going to get down still big sizes, but extra affordability coming your way on some of the smaller than our big 5 and 6 carats. And of course, this one being just under 4 carats. Really, really lovely and a great settings down. I'll try this gents ring on as well. If you're not familiar with this mounting, it's a good one. It's got that heavy gold weight on the inside. It's got all this great detail on the outside. And then of course, they're very much a watch inspired look, but also diamonds from 2 separate rows. They still did, it's a traditional halo, but it's also on the profile. So that's really distinctive the way they did this. They did the diamonds right up top, which are going to surround your oval, and then they're also on the profile of the ring. So there are 2 separate rows. It's a lot of extra workmanship that goes into this ring. Now, for the ladies, I have 2 rings left, and then we're done. Quickest premiere in history, right? I have 2 more rings to show the gals. We either have a 413 or we have a 3 carat 61. That's it. And then we've got earrings if you want to see them, but the earrings are super pricey. So let's talk about this 4 carat 13, also with pink and white diamonds. It's kind of like the smaller version of what we just saw for the ladies. It's still a 4 carat size. Remember, the big to do here is 3 to 5. Wearable stones out of Madagascar has only been around. You and I were actually alive when this was discovered. We can't say that about most gemstones. Most gemstones have been around a lot longer than you and I have. And that's what is so telling about rarity like this. When you know you're getting rare, when you have something that was discovered in the 90s, yet it's gone, yet no mining happening in Madagascar, and the Madagascar material is just vastly different than anything we ever saw out of Tanzania. And that's what makes this so collectible. I hope you can get one. This is probably your best bet to get one. If you don't want to spend a ton of money, but you want to get in on a bigger stone, this is the way to go. So we have this 4 carat 13. This one's going to have the pink and the white diamonds, and so amazing. We're going to try to make one really affordable for you, okay? I know these are really rare. They're elite level. These are about as collectible as it gets. This, remember, Malaya meaning outcast. It's supposed to be, of course, metaphysically. We're talking about garnets. So, by the way, they don't get treatment, and that's really important as well. So I like to touch on the metaphysical properties of this stone, which we'll touch on a little bit too, because a lot of our gem lovers, especially collectors, we like and enjoy gems, not just for the way they look, but also for those metaphysical properties they give us. And this one has a very strong red flash. We're going to make this very affordable for you. This is a stone that is said to really give you, as far as metaphysical properties, a gentle grounding energy. They can really revitalize physical strength, vitality, well-being. These are all good things, right? And this is going to be 3786. And heal your past. Oh, we could all probably use that in some way, shape, or form. That's just a little bit about it. I don't mention it much on metaphysical properties because most gemstones, when they are treated or heated, that tends to negate any of those metaphysical properties. But when you have stones that are pure in their natural form, like this is, then that's where you would actually perhaps get those properties. So keep that in mind. 4 carats 13. It's got 32 points of the pink and 85 in the white diamonds as well. And this is actually that beautiful triple style band. You see it's got the two white diamond rows around the pink diamond row in the middle. Looks great, doesn't it? 4 carat 13. It's a 32-point pink diamond weight and 85 points in the white diamonds as well. This one's got tons of that purple and pink, but then it goes red. I will tell you that orangey pink is coming up next. It's the only one that we have that's in that color, but this is our only 4 carat plus that's left here that you haven't seen. And then for the record, here's what the more orangey material, that one's gonna fly. So come on in if you want to be in on this one, because you can see the difference here where it goes more red, and that's what actually makes it even more elite. So you know that's going to be our most affordable one as well. So oof, that's a tough one because it's the most rare of the color, but it's also the most affordable we have tonight. So if you like this one and you want to be in the pinky purples with the red flashes, go here. It's down to $39.99 only, and then we'll take a look at it on the hand. And then yes, the last one, the finale, is the pièce de résistance. It really is. It's coming up, and I wish we had 100 of them. We don't. So this is going to be crucial to get on the phone lines now if you want that more red, pink. That's going to be coming up, and it's not going to last. So here is the one with the pink and the white diamonds. Then the next one up is going to have that more red color to it, true red, less pink, more red, and that's going to be in the yellow gold with all white diamonds. So we're going to see that on the way next for you, and it's going to be item number 1123-785. So let me know. It's our final one tonight, and this is a totally different color than every other one we've seen, and this is just, it's stunning. It's almost like you don't have to wait, because let's just face it, in reality, color change is tough to see because not everyone's able to get into incandescent lighting. Your stone, no matter if it's alexandrite, Merilani mint garnet, or Madagascar Malaya garnet, it's not going to be something that even if it does change color that you're going to see or witness very often, because it's really tough to get in an environment where it's all going to be incandescent or fluorescent lighting. So I kind of love that this stone is almost cheating, right? It's the red without having to change your light environment, and it's pure red. The others have all been a pinky purple color. This is red. If anything, it's got a little orange to it, which is interesting, which is how some of the super rare ones go, almost giving us a feeling like it's Padparasha sapphire, right? Kind of the pink, red, orange. So take a look at it. And this one's still a big size. It's a 361. Yes. Thank you. 413 is gone. Now we're talking about the 361, which is going to be, the most affordable of the night as well. And it's going to be at, 361 and also a carat 15 and white diamonds around it. Thank you so much. 413 is gone. We still have the 2 larger stones and our gems piece, but this one is, well, wouldn't you know it, nobody's on the phone lines yet. And for anybody who, again, if you need a little refresher, it is only one of the more rare garnets. I mean, look at it this way. If you've ever watched our show before, you know that you see rare garnets almost on the daily, from demontoids to mandrins to, oh my goodness, we see it all. We've seen Merilani mint color changing garnets. We see Savorites of late. This is one that we don't have. So if that doesn't give you what you need to know right then and there, if you want to ignore everything I said about it and just, you know, the fact that it's newer and the fact that it comes from Madagascar and that's been the mine that's produced the best material, all that aside, we don't see it. So if we specialize in rare exotic stones every single day, if we haven't seen it in the past, and we've only seen the brown colors, so again, we've seen it technically, but that was all the brown material. This is a whole different deal. And that should tell you a lot about how extremely rare it is, and the fact this one is our most affordable and nobody's on the phone lines and it's got a carat 15 in diamonds. And listen, here's the thing. I'm a shopper too because I'm a collector. So I love shopping, but I love shopping jewelry when it's collectible. Because at this point, I've been doing this a while. I got a lot of collector pieces like you do, right? I've got all my favorites. I've got the must-haves. I've got the classics, all of that. This is what you and I probably don't have. And this is where you cannot put a price tag on something this precious. And I set that all up because this is the most affordable one. This is the one that's going to be practically nothing to get it at home. So I would say if you're already kind of loving this material and intrigued by it, well, now we're going to make sure that this one goes in a hurry because it's just so ridiculously affordable. And it really is, because it's not even going to be $59.99. Well, I've done a number on all the prices up to this point, so the other ones have gone low. We're going to have to carry this through. And look at the reds. Again, let me show you the comparison with the others versus this one. All the pinky purples versus the only one in the entire collection. Look at the difference. Same material, same mine, but that is a vast difference. And the red, the more red it has, the more rare it is. It's that simple. The red is going to be the more highly collector stone, and yet this one's still a huge size. Look at the difference in the color. There's no purple here. There's no pink here. It's a red with a little golden undertone to it, and it's not even $59.99. Nobody's on the phone lines. Change the gold if you want to. It's obviously for one caller only. What can I tell you? Except I got to make sure it disappears, and then we're going to have a happy collector out there. One, just one. We're going to have a lot of unhappy people who tried to be collectors, and we'll have one very happy collector because it's $2,999 instead. So we saved you a bundle, and that is the conclusion of our Beckley mine. Now, if anybody's interested in big earrings and you got $50,000 or $60,000 to spend, we got some earrings. But if you want to just get a piece of the larger material and you want one great showpiece, that is it right there. So $29.99, we'll give it 30 seconds, then we're going to move along. And we're going to put some things on the auction block because I'm curious who's out there tonight. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to take a break from pricing. And you guys are going to price some jewelry tonight, which I think sounds like a lot of fun. And it always is going to be to your benefit doing so, especially on a more quiet night. It's going to be a better opportunity for you. So get ready because we're going to put the pricing in your hands going forward, maybe for the whole night, who knows. And we've got a lot to show you, from Savorites to emeralds to tanzanites to mandarin garnet. So we'll see another rare garnet, but somebody's got to get that one for $29.99. Here it is on the hand as well. I see why they did the yellow gold with the amount of red that it has, but you know what? You can put in the white gold, the rose gold if you prefer, like all the other ones have been in the white and the rose, or just the white gold, and this one would work as well. So you can see here how it just shifted under a different light here. It's got a little more orange and golden coming through right now. So first caller, $29.99, I'll keep it. I'm buying it if I can, if they'll let me. So guys, last call on that one. So here's one last look at it. Then I'm gonna set up a little Andalusite necklace. We're gonna stay in the rare. We're gonna stay in the museum. And we're going to hang out for a bit with something super ultra collectible and fabulous and goes with everything, because we still want our jewelry to be like wearable, right? Versatile, something you can see yourself wearing a lot, something that maybe is not what you already have, because how often do we do it? And it's just human nature. We like what we like. Sometimes we get jewelry that kind of looks the same as the piece we already have, and then the other piece that we already have, and then another, and then another. And it's like, okay, well, I need something different. Maybe I need to branch out. Here's how you can do that right now with a really same kind of collectability here, except here we've just spent a moment talking about rare Malayas and how they have, well, a couple of them, had the ability to change color. Interestingly enough, and I just mentioned this a moment ago, that we have, some of you say, well, it's true. Am I really going to see a color change? If I invest into a color change stone, am I going to see that a lot? And the answer is really truthfully no. Because it takes a lot to be completely exposing your gem to nothing but incandescent or fluorescent lighting. We say candlelight. It's tough to be in a room that's only lit by candlelight and nothing more, to where you can get the full color change effect. So this is why I'm so intrigued by this stone that we just started bringing of late. We've only had maybe 3 or 4 different examples. It's called Andalusite. And it is also one of the rarest stones in the world. It's also a stone that is really important to wear as a necklace because it is a little softer. So a lot of you may have shied away from it in a ring. And now you're looking at it here going, okay, wait a minute, it's a necklace, so I don't need to worry about the durability or lack thereof. Exactly. And what's fascinating is I call this the Alexandrite without the complicated. Because Alexandrite is one of those color change stones that goes from green to red. But you have to figure out how to get in the right light environments to see that color change take place. Did you notice from already seeing this round stone, this Andalusite, it has red and green and red and green and red and green, and it goes all the way around, and it's all visible at one time in one light. I'm not showing 2 lights on this. It's just all happening in one light. This is fabulous. We're going to show you a 40-point round. It's got 30 points in diamonds, and there's a couple of diamonds you're not seeing yet until it's on the hand, because there's a couple diamonds that are built into the chain as well. So call us on that last red orange of the fabulous, I mean, that was fabulous, wasn't it? Malaya is just kind of exciting to see it. But what about this one? Item number is 3770. And let me show you from a distance away because it's got this whole green, red, but then we built it into the chain so it's a full necklace. And what's also great about that is that you've got adjustability in that necklace. You've got the premium closure, which we always like to throw in when we can, and that's the lobster claw clasp. You've got the different lengths, and you're getting your choice of gold color, so I don't know, it's whatever you prefer. But check this out. There are 2 diamonds set about 1 inch away on either side. So you're always going to have that andalusite centered up on the neckline. If you're not fascinated by this stone, I don't know what to tell you. Jewelry and gems may not be your thing, because the way I'm moving this, it's going from green to red. Suddenly you see one direction, it looks all green. The next direction, just a subtle movement, it looks entirely red. And about 1 inch away in either direction is a diamond bezel set. And here's that adjustability so that it is worry-free, stress-free. Lobster claw closure, 16, 17, and 18. So if you are giving it as a gift even, can you imagine giving an andalusite necklace as a gift to somebody? Let me show it on the neckline real quick before we go on any further and show you what it's going to look like from a distance away. Let me center it up for you. There it is. So what's beautiful about these station styles is it's always going to stay centered on the neckline. It's never going to turn like a pendant on a chain would sometimes, you know, chain's going to move around, suddenly the closure's in the front. That's not going to happen here. We're going to show it up close because I love to see the colors that are playing in the stone. Remember those 2 bezel set diamonds are there. So I know you're not going to see them on the close-up, but remember that they're there. So they also pair up well with your diamonds by the yard necklaces. They pair up well with all of your beautiful chains you might have from us. I'm going to go ahead and use the other side of the card because I'm just a little bit particular about that card. That was not the good side. So here's what we've got for you. Really special opportunity, great value coming your way. I'm going to go ahead and let you price it because I don't know about a $39.99 price tag if that's going to get it at home. And we can't have it sit here. All right, skip the card. Just try to clean it off best I can. Come on in, everybody. It's a Wednesday. Let's shop. If I let you price it how you want instead of how TVON wants. Now, I have my own idea of a great price, but you may not like that either. So let's get rid of $39.99, considering this is one of the rarest stones in the world. We're going to have this again. Don't bother with a color changing gem because it's already happening in one stone. There's true trichroism in this stone at every single angle. Greens and reds and golden colors too. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the auction block. And I'm not starting at $3,500 because I know what that means. That means we're just going to sit here in silence. And we're all going to marvel at it and go, I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I would. I wish I would. But you know what? I just want a better value. Instead of $3,000, instead of $2,500. I really, really would like to see some jewelry get a home tonight before we go in about 85 minutes. We're done. We're done. And I don't want to have anything left. And so if this is going to be here at 25, then we'll skip it and we'll go 0 to start and we'll let you price it how you want. And there's no reserve. It's whatever you pay. Whatever is your top bid. And that's why I say come on in because this is a piece that I am supposed to sell for $39.99. Legitimately on the bag, that's it. At $39.99, I had this feeling, just this kind of hunch, like it would sit here and stay. And I really want to send andalusite out in necklace form to one of you tonight. So we're going to do this. We're going to start at 0. There's no reserve. It's $100 increments only. You could put in a bigger bid. Maybe you want to start because you know it's worth $4,000. Maybe you want to start at 3. Maybe you want to start at 25. Maybe you want to get a great deal and start at $2,000 and get 50% off. You can do all of that. Or you can start at $100. And if we get that $100 bid, we will sell it to somebody because obviously that's what we need. We need to get a bid to sell it. We can't sell it at nothing, but we can sell it for whatever it goes for. And let me tell you something, it may go at $100. I don't know. This is a live show, and I don't know. And I can tell you this because I've been here for 95 minutes tonight. There aren't a lot of people. So that is really exciting because you have an opportunity to truly steal a piece of jewelry, and we're the manufacturer, and it costs us about $3,800 to make it. So take a look at it. We'll see if we have any bids. $100 we've got. Thank you so much. We get to sell a piece of jewelry tonight, and that makes me so proud and happy. How much? $200 we have. $200 we have, and lighten up the lines here. That's what I like to see. You're here, you're ready, you just need a screaming deal. And if we sell it for $200, that's a screaming deal. $300 we have. Thank you. $300 we have over here. This is one of the rare stones as well. Don't see many Andalusites. I think this is our 4th time ever in the history of the network seeing this stone. Look at what it's doing. Can we also just say, for a piece of jewelry, it's going to work with a lot of, a lot of attire, a lot of clothing, a lot of your wardrobe, since there are blues and greens, and it's kind of a blue-green, isn't it? And then reds. How much? $400 we have now. Jason's caller's at $400, and we only have 2 bidders right now. 2 bidders. 2 bidders that are shopping and participating. Yes, $500 we have. And $500 we have, and it has sent everybody else packing. What's going on? Jason's out. Andy's out. Well, exactly what I thought might happen has happened. Now, this is probably a moment to touch on a couple things, like the fact that this is solid 14 karat gold and an exotic stone and VS diamonds at 33 points. 33 is the diamond weight there. So we'll give you 3 extra points that aren't labeled up there. And we have, oh my goodness, 1 bidder remaining. I came up here on the air tonight at 7 o'clock and told you guys that this was a pretty high-end show. This is what I meant. I told you it's a high-end show. I've got a huge emerald. I've got a huge tanzanite. I've got a huge mandarin. I've got, obviously, we showed you some really big deals in the Malayas, right? Now we're talking about Andalusite. And the irony is, I don't think there's a piece of jewelry I have here for $500 in a necklace. $500 is still less than the price you pay for a chain. I was at a store the other day because I was killing some time. I don't really shop in stores. I certainly don't shop for jewelry in stores because I do work at TVON, so I don't really need to shop much in stores for jewelry unless it's like sterling or something like that we don't have. But I got to tell you, I was in a store. I was, at the point, killing some time, right? I walked into a jewelry store, and what they were pretty much selling was just gold. Gold bands, wedding sets, chains, earring studs, etc. The basics. I had to ask, how much are your gold chains? Are they 14K? First of all, they were 10 karat gold. They were 10 karat gold chains and a 16-inch, which is, remember, this is 18 total. You've got 3 adjustable links. They're 16-inch chain, and I know I live in Los Angeles. Things are a little expensive here sometimes, but a 10 karat gold 16-inch chain was $750. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if that is not a symbolism of where gold's at right now, I do not know what is. So you're asking, what does that have to do with this Andalusite? Because this is a really rare stone with diamonds. Yes. Set into up to 18 inches of 14 karat gold, and we're at $500. There is, and I don't know how many times you've watched this show, whether you've watched for 8 years, whether you've watched for 8 minutes, you know that we don't have a lot in the fine jewelry world here or anywhere else for $500. And so for whatever reason tonight, that is the, I guess we're going to call it the going rate. That's what's happening in this auction right now. $500 is all we have, and we have 1 bidder left. So this is now go time. If you want to participate, you dial in now because we have 2 minutes, and we only have an hour and 20 minutes left in the show. So honestly, guys, we might be doing this for the rest of the night. I can only imagine what's going to happen with this $20,000 tanzanite, or this $13,000 emerald, or this mandarin garnet that's $6,000. If I start those at 0, what's going to happen? I have no idea, but stay with me and let's find out together. Come with me. We're in some kind of crazy time warp of, like, you've heard of the Twilight Zone, right? This is the TVON zone here, and we are doing something crazy tonight where I'm at your mercy. What can I say? I can't do anything else. If we only get $500, we only get $500, but we're looking for 6. This necklace could still be yours for gifting, for collecting, for what have you. It's a necklace you can put on every day. Wear it with your diamonds by the yard. It still matches that. We've got bezel set diamonds within this necklace. It's perfect with your diamonds by the yard. Layer it up. It's easy to do so because we got all 3 lengths there. Adjustable with ease. $500. I don't have anything else to show you, truthfully. I don't have a piece of jewelry in front of me, and I got boxes and trays, and I got a whole counter filled with jewelry. I don't have anything for $500 in this inventory. So the fact that this is going at $500 right now is absolutely crazy, but in a good way, because who doesn't love a crazy deal? You do, I do, and I just, a little worried about my job right now, but that's okay. It's what happens. Sometimes you never know. We might have 5 people with us tonight. You never know. Where sometimes we have 5,000. Sometimes we have, who knows? That's the thing. We're giving it 2 minutes and we sell it no matter what. And that's why there's no reserve, which is why you need to be dialing now. So we sell it in 2 minutes. Give us a last look at it. And then we're going to see who's going to own it right now. This is unbelievable. And I've been in this business like a long time. I could not have sold this back in 2002. 2002, when I started as a 20, what was I? 20, I was 22. I could not have sold this necklace or any necklace for 500 bucks 22 years ago. And now I'm selling Andalusite with VS diamonds in an adjustable chain with a premium. What's the question? Andy, hit me with it. Oh my goodness. How's Anaheim tonight? I was going to go to Disneyland tomorrow because my opening day from my team is canceled. Baseball starts tomorrow. My opening day is canceled in New York. And so I was like, should I go to Disneyland tomorrow? And I'm like, oh no, it's spring break. It's not a good time for Disney. So I'm going to go to the Dodger game instead. Yeah, go figure, my hometown team. I guess I'm going to have to go see my hometown baseball game at 1 o'clock. Yeah. So if I'm not here tomorrow, it's either two things. Either the game's gone extra innings and I couldn't get here, or they fired my you-know-what because I sold this Andalusite at 500 bucks. So pick your choice. Go ahead, place your bets. Oh no, we don't do prop bets here. Sorry, we don't do prop bets anymore. That's a new rule I imposed. No more prop betting at TVON during the broadcast. So here we go. 33 seconds left. Does anybody have $600? Did you say something, Joyce? What? No, we already did that, but I'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's put it against the hand in the neck again. So if you're just going, wait a minute, what's going on? She said it's a whole necklace. Yes, it is. With diamonds, bezel set on the sides, with the adjustability built in. We didn't just put in a spring ring. We upgraded you to the lobster. Okay, a lobster dinner might cost more than this. And we got a lobster claw clasp. It's always premium to go lobster, right? Always, always. That's always nice, right? There it is. That's what it looks like from a distance away. Do we have $600? You guys just want those diamond rings coming up. They're not till April 1st. And no, it's no April Fool's Day joke. We are going to bring 2-carat diamond bands, of which I decided to put 2 on because that's just me. And we're going to have those on April 1st, which is Monday, April 1st. So make sure. I'm going to show this up close, Tony, without the background and see what it looks like. Because I really, yeah, look at those colors. I mean, it's just, have you ever seen this kaleidoscope of colors in one gem before? It's so cool. Do we have $600? No? Yes? I don't know. Doesn't matter. $500, $600. It's all so far under cost. And there I'm showing you that bezel set diamond. Remember, there's one on each side. A larger diamond bezel set. Here's the close-up of what a lobster claw closure is. It's so much easier to maneuver than a spring ring. Trust me when I tell you. It really is. That's why it costs more money. There's more gold. It's bigger, you know? It's just bigger. So we have 500. Do we have 6? Yes, no? All right, sold. Congratulations. Bye-bye. So what are we going to do for the rest of the night? Do you guys want to sing? Do you want to do karaoke? Should we just talk? Should we just play like 20 questions? Because we got all this great jewelry, and it's really high-end. It's really high-end. But I'll tell you what. That necklace is gone. We have no more Andalusite, by the way, so congratulations. I think you just saw our last one. I have a ruby in an oval. I also have one of our icons. It's our North Star pendant, if you guys are interested. I also did bring out tonight, I know, don't hate me. I brought out 2-carat diamond studs. But I hear it's the last time we get to offer them. So I said, can I give it one more chance? Because I know a lot of you ask about these, and we show them, and then you say, oh, not too much. So what I thought we'd do is give you one last chance, because maybe you've looked at 2-carat studs elsewhere. I know. They're big. I know. I'm just going to show them to you. I've got one pair. I got one pair. I said before you actually, this is what they were going to do. These are 1 carat each, by the way. So they were going to make 2 rings. They said, these have been sitting here for like umpteen years. We got to move them. And they said, so we're just going to take them out. We're going to make 2 1-carat rings, which is still going to happen, by the way. If these earrings do not get a home tonight, then tomorrow we're taking these stones out of their 4-prong basket style, and we're going to make 2 individual rings. Different styles, but 2 rings, which is okay, which will be loved. But if you are one of the many who's asked about these 2-carat studs, because they are by far the largest studs we have, they're double the other large size we do, because we do a 1-carat, we do half carats, we do 30 pointers, and we do 14 pointers. So that's what we do. This is the largest because you're getting 1 carat in each ear. 2 carats total weight, and yes, they're still VS. And please don't mind that they're in yellow gold, because I know we usually love our diamond studs in the white gold. I'm with you on that. So the fact they're in yellow gold just means that you got the opportunity to change them if you want to. So you don't have to leave them in the yellow. I want you to get what you want. They're also screwbacks. That's really, I think, necessary, because you don't want to lose one. And it's going to be devastating if you do, because then it's going to be quite pricey to replace it. So I would say stick with the screwbacks, which are just that extra security of the threading you see there. See how it's going to have a different backing? It's not just a push backing that's a tension backing like a butterfly. It's going to, you're going to need to actually thread the backing on to the diamond post. I should say the diamonds post. And that makes them in turn extra, extra secure. Also, it means you don't have to take them on and off every day if you don't want to. You can just kind of leave them on for a few days at a time if you want to, and then take them off every now and then, give them a good cleaning. Because if you want to live in your diamond studs, get the screw back. So here they are, 2 carats total weight, and they are by far our largest. And Tony, we need to put up last call on this one, because I want to make sure. Hi, Susan. Thanks so much. Hey, Susan, it's been a minute. Thank you, Susan. Thanks for checking in, and thanks for being so kind, and your sweet words and compliments. You're just way too kind. But thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's 1118-226, and it's 18 karat gold as well. So we upgrade the gold. We do the big, big diamonds, and we're so excited to have them here. And yeah, there's going to be one last chance. I know they're not for everybody, because they are on the pricey side, because listen, they're 2 carats. It's 18 karat gold. So we even upgraded the mounting. We upgraded the baskets, the post. We did the screwbacks, which usually you have to pay extra for. Not on this one, it's just standard. So you have all of that happening. And then you get my last call, last chance price tag. And I don't know if you've looked, but there's a plenty. Well, this is the problem right now, is that you're going to have a little bit of a struggle finding natural diamonds from the earth. That's what we're giving you. We don't do lab grown here. So yes, I'm sorry if you're looking for lab grown. I can give you all the channels. Well, at this point, you can just flip around and you'll find them. Right, they're everywhere. And that's kind of the case right now. But if you would like to get this natural, high-end, incredible quality in diamonds, in an earring that you're probably going to wear every single day of your life. That's why a lot of people, whether it's a tennis bracelet, a diamond ring, or a diamond stud, most people do like to invest into the finer level of quality, whatever works within their budget. They like to get the finest quality they can within the workable budget, because they know they're going to be something they live with forever. It's not something that's going to go out of style. You're not going to be over it. You're not going to stop wearing them. It's not like they're going to not work one day. They're just fabulous in every way. So I always say, if you have that ability to get that great value, do so. And I can just promise you one thing. It's pretty simple and pretty trite here. You know, some people like to print out pieces of paper from the internet and show you prices. I don't do that. I'm not going to insult you guys or your time, because you guys can do that. We all have a phone that can access the World Wide Web. We all know that we can do a search, and you type in 18K, comma, 2 carat, CTT dub, that means carat total weight, diamond stud. Then sift through what's lab grown. Get rid of that, because that's not what we're doing. I ask you to compare somewhat apples to apples. Try to find VS. That's where it's a struggle. You're mostly going to find SI quality at best. Most of them, let's face it, are going to be I clarities, which is I1, I2, I3. That means there's big old chunks. It looks like meteorites and rocks and gravel and big pepper spots. That's what it looks like. Those are carbon spots. Most diamonds of this size are going to have them. That is why when you're opting to get a VS stone that does not have any visible inclusions, like these do not. I mean, we're way up in there up close. Trust me, if it had a big spot somewhere, you'd see it. That's the beauty of getting VS. And in turn, you're getting the sparkle. There's nothing impeding the brilliance, the sparkle, and the fire of your diamonds, and that's so important. That is why it's worth investing into better quality. But here's the deal. I feel you. If you're looking at those comparison shop prices right now on your phone or your computer, and you're realizing, I'm sorry, they're like $50,000 or more for eye quality material that have the big gravel chunks of dirt in them, carbon. I don't think that's what you want. And maybe that's the only option, because they're big. Big diamonds go for more. They are scarce in big sizes. I tell you this almost every day. Diamonds themselves are not rare, but big sizes and great quality are. There's just a big difference between diamonds and great quality diamonds. And you're in that great quality right now. And we've added every single extra you can. And this is your last chance, because they are literally removing the stones tomorrow on this one pair only and making 2 different pieces of jewelry. So you got one chance to get the earrings, and it's right now. And they're not going to be that $50,000. They're not. They're not going to be $40,000, $30,000, $20,000, or $10,000. I'm going to try to make this quick because obviously you guys know the value of diamonds and you know our incredible quality. And I'm going to pop one on the ear so you can see the size because that's so dramatic. And we're changing the gold. So don't be, please, 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 please do not give up on these because they're in yellow gold if that's not what you love. I want to make them in the exact color you like. So if it's white gold or rose gold you prefer, please do it. But look at this from a distance. I'm going to go ahead and put a ruler up to a diamond stud. That's not something you do every day. But you can with these because they're still 3/8 of an inch in diameter. And I'm going to get you the millimeter size as well because I think that's important because obviously that's how we measure most diamond round brilliance. And then we're going to pop one on the ear. And somebody's going to be really happy right now because this value is amazing and they are a wowza, 6.5 millimeters, exactly what you'd expect a 1 carat diamond to be. And they're not even going to be 10,000, 9,000, 8,000. This is really, truly the best value out there. And I know this sounds simple and trite, but nobody will touch our values. Nobody can. We do diamonds differently than everybody else. They are still natural diamonds. Look at them from a distance away because this is what you need to see. There's the shot. That's what I know you're waiting to see. Could still be in a second or third piercing if you'd like them to be. But given that size, 6.5 millimeters and that beautiful basket, you probably just want to have them on as your primary earring for your classic stud. And yes, those are nail hoops that I have on next to them, which are coming up on April 7th. I know, sounds a little ways away, but we just, yep, they'll be here on the 7th, Sunday after Easter. So this Sunday is Easter. We're going to wait till the 7th to debut those nail hoops, and we're going to show you our last call on the diamond studs now. Take a look back up close, and they're not going to be $8,000. This is just a value. You still have a money-back guarantee, so if they're not all that, send them back, no problem. And trust me, then we'll make them into 2 separate pieces of jewelry. But instead, we're not even asking for $7,000, and this is truly nowhere else. For the record, back in the days of loose stones here, I sold 1 carat diamonds like that, except they were not set in 18 karat gold, and they were not matched in pairs, and they were $4,000 a piece. $4,000, 4 times 2 is 8. So I think suddenly, if you have a value, it's right there because you're saving $1,000 right now. But remember, if those were loose stones, you would still have to set them. And it's not easy to set them, or not free to set them into 18 karat gold with screwbacks. So you have all that happening, and they're not $69.99. It is our last chance on them. Try them and see what they're all about. Compare them. If you don't feel like doing the comparison shopping right here and now, feels a little like rushed and last minute, you can do the comparison shopping when you're waiting the couple days to get them, after you get them at home. Remember, you have 2 weeks to decide if they're for you or not. And then you decide. But what you're going to find is there is nobody in this world that can touch our value. Nobody. And that's what's happening right now is better than $69.99. We're taking them down to $6,888 for the pair. It's Mother's Day coming up. It might be a big occasion you have coming up, whether it's a milestone, a celebration, a birthday, an anniversary. This is always appropriate. A big diamond stud, classic, wearable every single day. Look at the fireworks and the sparkle that are happening off those stones. That is our absolute lowest price, and you are saving a bundle even against the price we would have sold those stones for by themselves loose. So that is the value, and we've got them for $68.88. I just felt like it was really necessary to bring them out one last time before we take them apart, because whether it's holiday time, whether it's late in the summertime, whether it's even just deeper into the spring season, and those of you who are asking for those, I want to make sure that you are not a little bit shocked and surprised when you hear that, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have those anymore. So I wanted to give you one last call on those. And then here we go with the pink diamond ring I've got coming up. This is amazing. We've got a big pink diamond that's going to go on a ultra clearance liquidation, whatever you want to call it. It's just been here too long. And we're going to blow out a 20-point pink diamond. Let's show it to you. Then our last hour is about to take off here. So we've got an incredible last hour where there's going to be a lot of big value headed your way. But here's our big pink diamond, and this is our 20-pointer, and it's an oval, and it's got the most saturated, lovely color, doesn't it? It's item number 112-1370. Glad you're with us tonight. It's a Wednesday. We only have an hour and 4 minutes, so let me know what you'd like to see. Help us out on those diamond studs if you want to grab those before somebody else does. And here we are looking at our 20-point pink diamond. It's an oval. It's a VS stone. You know the deal with ovals. It's going to end up looking a lot bigger, and it's already a big stone. It's already 1/5 of a carat. And then you have 30 points in the pink, 64 points in the white diamonds. That is a full-on pink and white diamond complement in a bridge to that center stone. We're looking at some very saturated material here, and I am thrilled. Does anybody like a giveaway? This ring has been $12,999 for a long time. It's not anymore. You got to call me. It's not going to last, and promise you that. This has been in our vault for about 2 years. We don't have pink diamonds anymore. We've had everything sell out in big sizes except for our 1 carats. Our 1 carats are still here. We have a 109 and a 102. Those are the only ones that are still here if you're looking to get $60,000, $70,000. But if you would like something that is not going to be in that tens of thousands of dollar category, but it's going to be still having a big prominent size, this is the best way to go. Best way. And it's not going to be $12,999. Got to call me. Because that overall, think about it, just in the pinks you're getting a 1/2 carat. Then you get, of course, carat 14 total weight in the bridge style overall, one of our ultimate styles, popular, yes, pink and white diamonds. I love that we didn't just leave it as the pink as the center. You're getting pink diamonds around it. You're getting white diamonds around that. It looks amazing. And there is a blowout that I don't think anybody's going to believe. Now, normally, what I would have to do is probably give this price off air because I couldn't reveal it because it would set apart or set back all of our subsequent pricing on pinks. Because this is our last significant stone besides the 1 carats, I can go ahead and drop it and just blurt it out here on the air. The problem is there's only one, and it is going to fly. Because I know it's been a minute since we've seen the bigger pinks, but I think nobody forgets what kind of rarity these have, what kind of beauty they have, how special, how unique, how designer. Take a look at it, and we've got a 20-pointer, which is so significant when it comes to a pink diamond. Here it is on the hand. Got to show you this so you can see how big this piece is right here. Look at how amazing, isn't it? What do you think? It's a prize. During a huge sale event at the end of 2023, I had it marked down for 1 day. It was $8,999. It saved you $4 grand. We are going to take $89.99 and completely obliterate that price. And I'll tell you, there's going to be 1 caller who gets it, and there's going to be, I don't know how many, but it's going to be lots of people that don't. Because there is only 1. So this is it. It's as is. The only thing we need to know is what size would you like. Tell us the size you need. It's a true to size ring, even though it's this stacked bridge style. It's nowhere near $89.99. You got to call me. We're going to make this really simple and easy. I hope you can dial early because what can I tell you? It is not going to stick around. This is amazing. But we have nobody on the phone lines yet, and that has everything to do with the fact it's still $9 grand. This is why it's here. We thought that was, well, that was the biggest discount we could possibly do, and then it stuck around. We cannot leave it here anymore. Our pink diamonds are done. We're not getting any new ones. This is not something we're going to see going forward. You are not going to believe this price tag. We can't get yellows anymore. We can't get the fawn diamonds anymore. We can't get, remember when we used to have blue diamonds here and there? We have no more blue diamonds. We have no more greens. The chameleons are done. It's the entire diamond world outside of the white diamonds that we can no longer bring or show you or offer, nothing else. This is it. And to get into a natural pink, which, by the way, there are pink diamonds I have rejected here because they're not pink enough. I am very much a stickler for quality. The pink diamonds are a struggle, I will admit, because by nature they are lighter. They're just all lighter. There's no hot pink diamonds. They're not if they're natural, right? If there's the heat-treated ones and the irradiated ones, sure. Some pink diamonds have these garish hot pink colors. Those are treated. This is natural, out of the Argyle mine, which is no longer producing. It's closed. And we're going to go better than $89, $79, $69, $59, $49. Better than $39.99. So that $9,000 price tag has now been reduced another $4,000. So $4,000 plus $4,000, we're saving you $8,000 so far, and I'm not done. And this is truly the one, I'll tell you, just true story here. The first thing I would do is probably, if you are a diamond person and you're in the know, you're buying it to resell it. You're probably going to turn around and sell it for a profit the second you get it. I mean, that is totally feasible. It's not why we're here to sell jewelry, but make no mistake, there's a lot of shoppers here that buy our jewelry for that purpose alone, is to turn around and resell. And with pink diamonds right now, have you seen the marketplace for a natural pink that is 1/5 of a carat? It's a big deal to get that because you hit one of those magic sizes. Remember those threshold marks where you hit diamonds and they get really soaring in price, they go up exponentially. There's an exponential scale on diamonds. So pricing doesn't just go up little by little by little. It goes up leaps and bounds when you get into those special sizes like a 50 or a fifth of a carat like we are here. And it's not even $39.99, just one. Let's see who's got it. May already be gone because that's a heck of a price tag. It's not even $39.99. This is going to be the most pedestrian price tag we've seen on a pink diamond in a ever, truly ever, because the small stones go for bigger money than this. It's not $39.99 either. We'll keep on dropping. It's the top of the hour. The magic hour is here. It's time. Time to get you the ring. Try it. You've got a money-back guarantee. Money back. You're not going to want to miss this. And it's not even $3,500, $34.99, not even $33 or $32 or $31. This is what it's all about. It's happening live. You've got to call me quickly. We've already got somebody thinking about it. There's only one ring, so that's the problem. And you are looking at a saturated stone. It is more saturated in the center oval than it is on the side stones. The side stones are the smaller rounds. They should inherently be more saturated. They're not. The big oval, and by the way, isn't it a true fact? We know this about diamonds. I've told you this many times. White diamond or any other, ovals look bigger. So if you really wanted to get a 50-pointer, but then you looked at the prices and said, oh, okay, maybe not. You can get a 20-pointer that looks so much larger because that's what ovals do. So when you get an oval cut, it's getting you automatically a bigger visual. And isn't that what matters? Because nobody knows the carat weight of your diamond. Trust me, nobody knows. They're judging what they think it is based on the look, based on the sight, based on the dimension, based on the look in the ring. So if it's going to be that big oval with that halo, double halo, it's going to look so much bigger than even a 20-pointer. And that's already huge in the pink diamond world. So here's your chance to pick it up. Less than even $31.99. Let's just keep on going. Let's move it. And then we've got a last hour to make a miracle or two or three happen. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I would stay right there and go ahead and stay with me, and you never know what's going to happen in this next hour. But it's not even going to be $31 or $3,099 or even $3,000. I'm blowing it out. This is your best value in pink diamonds we've ever had. It's $29.99 first caller. And that is that. And then we got to move on. I got wheels. I got earrings. I've got all these huge museum pieces here, from big tanzanite, last one, to a big emerald, to a really special mandarin garnet. Our North Star is here. We've got amazing jewelry, even the big cross with the rubies and the diamonds, that's here too. Anything you want to see, please get requests in. I've been request-less tonight. Nothing worse than no request. Did you have one? Oh. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's do this. We've got a big tansy here. I don't think we're ready for this. I've got an 11 carat. 11 carat with tons of diamonds. And it's a museum reserve. We've got that one coming out. Do you want to see it on the hand? Then you tell me. Do we like this one or do we love it? Because this is one of our big, big, big stones left. Our 11 carat oval. We are in the final moments of Blue Wing Block D. I'm sorry to say it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is true. It is coming to an end. Yes. Okay, so the pink diamond is gone, correct? Okay, so just got confirmation of that. I'm sorry. Let's move on to this one. Here it is on the hand. Yay. And then you've got exactly 11. It's 1123776. Wow. What a piece. Perfection. 11 carats of your Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve and a carat 61 in diamond weight. Let's get up close. Come in closer and get to know your new, your fine, your best of the best Museum Reserve. And we are down to our last couple of stones. I know it's been such a pleasure bringing them for the last 5 years or so. It's been a thrill. Always, always, always will be one of my fonder memories of doing this in all these many, many, many years and tens of thousands of hours of doing this. But I got to say, Blue Wing Block D, nothing else like it, literally. Literally. There's nothing else ever, anywhere, no matter how much you spend. You cannot get a quality like this, and this is our 11 carat example. Not only that, it's got a carat 61 in diamonds. Here is the problem, though. It's $31,699. So what we need to do is just make this easy. Because with an 11-carat stone, they don't get really inexpensive, do they? But we got to help you out. Let's do this. We're going to put it on the auction block. We don't have, I look at it this way, we only have about 53 minutes in the show. So starting at 0 would take till like, I don't know, till December. So what I'm going to do with this is bring it down to the lowest I can go. Actually, we're going to go lower than that because I can't just put this at cost and then hope to make a profit. Did you get the pink diamond or did you get the pink? No, you didn't or you did? You did. You sure? Okay. Yes or no? Help me because I'm trying to make sure if it's still available, we turned a lot of people away. You got it? You did not get it? You didn't get it? Okay. What's happening? Oh, really? It's probably at me though, Jess, don't worry. They love you, not me. Just don't worry about it. Who was it? Is anything still available from the show that I should remind everybody of? Did something get swapped out? Okay. So pink diamond is still here? Okay. Got it. Good. So pink diamond, never mind. All right. We've already contacted the people that missed out or whatever. Okay, so we're good. So let's start this in auction. Let's make this easy, and we'll find a way. It's my job. I feel you, Jess, and I agree. This is what we got to do. We got to find a way. We're going to find a way. I'm going to give away some jewelry, and we got 51 minutes and 50 seconds to do it. So here we go. Are you ready for this? It ain't going to be $31,699. That's on the back. That's okay. Museum reserves usually come down to $10,000. But that's only if they're under 10 carats. This one's over, so that's usually $12,999. This one, my lowest price here is $15,999. There's the list. Then there's my actual like stop, red light, big red numbers, stop at $15,999. That's not going to do it tonight. It is that simple. And I can't afford to show you a piece that's not going to get a home. And I know that you're thinking probably, are you crazy? It's the last few blue wings. There's got to be somebody out there who's going to spend $16,000 willingly on a stone like that, given the reds it has, given the fact it's museum reserve, and given the fact that it's got almost a carat and 2/3 in diamonds. I would agree. But then again, I've been here for an hour and 29 minutes, and you know what? It's not a normal day. And that's okay too, because I get it. I've done this long enough where I know what happens in March. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a price that's less than our own cost. We are a factory, so we are the only network in the world that makes their own jewelry. We're very proud of that. Every single piece? No, we of course every now and then will bring some designer pieces that are from an outside designer that they want to have their jewelry. If it's up to our standard, we'll bring pieces occasionally. But 95% of what we bring you on this television show are made here in-house. This is one of them. So we are really intimately familiar with what it costs to create this ring. And isn't that kind of the fun part about sitting back at home on a random Wednesday night? And you can kick back and you can make a phone call and you can buy and purchase collectible jewelry that's nowhere else for less than the price that the factory made it for. That to me is like a dream scenario. And that is what every time you tune into our show, every time you tune in, whether it's a Monday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday online, a Saturday, a Sunday morning, you're seeing that opportunity take place. And you can shop for better than the price that we paid to create it, because sometimes that's what's necessary. So instead of 15 or instead of 10 or instead of $9,000, I am putting this on the auction block for you to take advantage of it. It's not going to be even $9,000 or $8,000 or $7,000 or $6,000 to get it started. I know what I've been selling for 5.5 years here. I know what kind of per carat prices get the job done. And so I'm going to take all that knowledge, and in our last few, we're going to give you an opportunity right now to get another per carat price that is unbeatable anywhere, even if you're buying the lower quality material. You guys know this. You watch every show out there. I know you get the catalogs. I know you see the stores. I know you know. You guys are savvy shoppers. You wouldn't be here watching our show if you weren't. You're here because you're savvy. That's what I believe. You're here because you do care about quality. You want a great value on that quality. That's why you're watching. And what we're going to do right now is make it better than even $5,500 to get this started. Come on in, because I know we need to get this one home, and it's going to be one of the last opportunities to get a stone at all of this variety. And keep in mind, after these are gone, I do not think we're going to bring any kind of tanzanite at all whatsoever. This is your chance to pick it up. It's not even $5,500. Oh my goodness. We're going to go all out here, and we're going to just go ahead and make it happen. And we're going to start at you know what? Start at 5. We'll start at $5,000. $5,000 to begin, $10 increments only, and we will find it out. That's the idea. We want to find it at home and get it gone and get you the greatest opportunity, whether it's white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold you're looking for. This is one of the last of the larger stones available. We have a 30, actually that one did go to the museum, so never mind. We don't even have the 29 karat anymore. It is gone. So this is it. Last chance, last call, $5,000 to start. Let's get to our emerald next. We've got a beautiful emerald. And then we've got the big ruby and diamond cross. I've got the sapphire piece I want to show you because it's so pretty. Very beautiful floral with multiple colors of blue sapphires, different tones of blues. Let's show that coming up next. $32,000 piece almost, $16,000, which is half off. And then we've got it for $5 to open. If anybody would like this, we are verifying right now. We are going to give it a final 60 seconds. I'm going to try it on again. Let's do that. Huge. I don't know. I've seen so many blue wings at this point. Every time I look at this, I don't think it's 11 carats. I think it's more like a 15 or 16. It really has that look, doesn't it? And we discussed this earlier with the oval pink diamond a few minutes ago. Ovals do tend to do that. You get oftentimes a lot bigger look in an oval shape than you would if you had the exact same carat weight in any other shape. So we are looking for $5,000. You know what? Send it on out of here. If anybody would like this one, it is our 11 karat. This is a monster value. We're just going to make it $49.99 to the very first caller for the next 30 seconds. And see it out the door, because why not? We're already under cost. I don't think there's any hope of getting close to cost tonight. So we're just going to make sure it goes to one caller and no longer the auction needed to get there. We'll just make it $49.99 and that's it. So that'll get you down really, really low in a per carat, remembering that, of course, this is that upper end example of all the blue winged Block Ds, given that it was set aside so many years ago to be on display at a museum. And now, because of your demand, and we feel we're not quite down to the end of it yet, or we don't want to be, we brought out some of those precious museum reserve stones for you to take advantage of and add to your own personal museum collection. And that is very exciting, I think, to be able to do that. So huge value there at $49.99, takes it to about $4.50 a carat, better than anybody else is selling their tanzanites, and all of that stuff would be lower quality. So a huge opportunity there. Thank you so much. And then let's keep on moving. We've got that sapphire piece I'm going to show you next, which is 1123501. We'll share that with you. Big emerald is on the way as well. And here we go with our sapphire, and it is going to be, wow, this is a pendant with chain. It has 3 florals of the deeper blue, the classic blue, and the lighter blue. Really in the middle is the cornflower blue, then you go a little deeper and a little lighter just on the sides. It's item number 1123501, and this would be all sapphires and diamonds, completely 18 karat solid gold, including the chain. And it's going to be 18K. That's a total sapphire weight of 98 points in round brilliant diamond cuts, and also 34 points in the diamonds. And all together, one fabulous piece that's going to be vertical on the neckline. So let me show that to you. This is also important to remember. This chain comes with it. It's a slinky, smooth box link chain. It's got an 18-inch maximum length, but it is adjustable. So you can make it shorter as you need to. And then isn't that just pretty? The florals, that ombre from darker to lighter, and then hitting that mid-tone as well, right in the middle. It's just a beautiful piece, isn't it? And here's what it looks like from a distance, 1 inch top to bottom. Great chain coming with it. This is what I mean by adjustable. You've got a spring ring closure that's actually a little oversized, and then this little bead slides. So it's going to be as short as you want it to be, up to 18 inches in length. We'll show it to you on the neckline here as well, so you can get a look at it there and see what you think of that sapphire piece on a skin tone there, and then also just to see it where it's going to sit on the neckline a little lower. It's got that beautiful vertical, almost like a box style to it, where still each and every of the sapphire florals is framed in diamonds, which looks lovely. The bail could, if you want to, if it can accommodate a little larger, thicker chain if you want it to, like a Diamonds by the Yard. So always like to make sure we point that out. If you want to switch out that smooth chain and you want to go with the Diamonds by the Yard instead, you can. But it's going to be down to a brand, well, this is a brand new piece, and it's supposed to be $39.99. We'll head on out of that price tag territory and get it down to a much lower price tag for you tonight and send it out in a hurry. $19.99 it will not be. $1,500 it will not be. We're going to make it a lot better than that. Not even $15 or $14.99. Send it on out. Let's make it $13.99 for the sapphire piece. All those sapphires. September's birthstone with diamonds, florals, but still contemporary because it's got this great rectangular shape overall to it. And that is going to be $13.99. Only one beautiful chain with it. And that will be gone in a hurry. We've got a really pretty piece too. If you love pink sapphires, this has given me a certain type of theme and vibe. But let's see if you guys feel the same way. I'm going to show this on the hand. Do we have any, perhaps, is it maybe a wine lover out there? Somebody who enjoys maybe a little bit of wine country? This, to me, looks like a beautiful cascading design, almost of grapes, but it's so dimensional. Look at that. It's got 2 tones of metal. The sapphire piece may be gone. We're going to talk a little bit about platinum and 18 karat gold here with pink sapphires. Item number is 1123697. And this is a combination mostly of platinum, but it does have all the yellow metal you see is 18 karat yellow gold. The mix is there. And then take a look at this. So beautiful. Yes. Blue sapphire is gone. Congratulations. This one. Sapphire weight's going to be nice. 222 in the pink sapphires all rounds. 44 points in the diamonds as well. That includes, do you love these 3? Actually, well, there are 3 diamonds that are bezel set. And then also the pink sapphire, almost that darker shade, almost getting into ruby, is that other bezel set. All of this has a length, and this is quite impressive here. It's a length of, let's see, top to bottom 2 inches. Wow, think about 2 inches of metal, 2 inches of platinum and gold. And then we'll take a look at it here on the neckline from a distance away. Take a look against a skin tone there. And then here we have it. Oh my goodness, the dimension of this. Wait till you see it up close because I know you're anxious to see that. It's going to sit beautifully even. I love that it's got 2 tones of metal so you can use virtually any chain you want. If it's white metal, platinum, gold, you can really use any chain you'd like to. I know this is going to have a lot of articulation to it, so it's going to be a little more difficult to show you, but I just want you to see, yeah, that really is a ruby that's draping from the base. So I would say ruby and pink sapphires at 222, and then your diamond weight at 44 points. But again, the 2 tones of gold goes with everything. It's substantial. It's really, it's nice. It's not heavy though. Like, I'm not a big fan of heavy necklaces. This one is not going to be uncomfortably heavy. Put your favorite chain, whether it be a white metal or a yellow gold. It can work with anything, obviously, because of the 2-tone nature of it. And this is going to be less than $79.99 is not going to cover it. And yet, think of the details. Look at this wraparound. This is one of the coolest things. It's really kind of double-sided. And then it's going to twist and turn. And again, a little tougher to show because of its just movement it has. But look at how this portion here that's under that sweep of yellow gold still has those bezel set stones. And then the drape of the diamonds and the ruby, like a Diamonds by the Yard, I would instantly put your favorite Diamonds by the Yard through it and have the perfect set. It's going to be $1,699. Got to blow it out. Got to make sure. Whimsical pieces are special and they're always in demand, but they usually do have some of the higher price tags. And that's not what usually gets it done. So $8,000 we took down to $1,699 and we'll get it out of here. Very unique, custom kind of piece, right? Custom look. Everyone's going to think you went to a designer first, had it sketched. Then you'd had to take, you and the designer go to a jeweler. Then you had to have the CAD design made in the computer system. Then it was like, okay, now we got to create it. Now we got to get all the stones to match. That's not easy. Pink sapphires that are diamond cut, beautiful diamonds, all the bezel set work, working with 2 different types of metal in one, platinum and gold. It's not easy to do that, but we did. And now it's $16.99 for you, and congrats if you get it. Let's move on. I think we've got a request coming up, and don't forget our diamond studs. The 2 caraters are here. $68.88, last call on the diamond studs. Jason, is that a request we're going to bring out for you? Oh, good. Our first of the night. Let me know if you'd like what to me looks like a floral meets kind of like a beautiful bunch of grapes. I think it'd be great for the wine lover. Now this, what are we doing? Are we only selling this one? Okay. So I have a yellow gold here, which I love because it shows you right now, even in the yellow gold, how white these diamonds are. So this one never props up on its own. So I'm going to have to give it a little assistance here. But it's 1112927. And Jason, we can do white and we can do rose if you don't love it in the yellow. I have to point that out, though, because I don't think you'd necessarily know until you see it from the back. That's how big and how concentrated, how dense. The diamonds are set densely. They're set side by side by side. This one is a fan favorite. The compliments I've received on people that from actual viewers like yourself who own this piece already, who wear this piece, who enjoy this piece. You should hear the rave reviews. A lot of people even said, I thought it was maybe too big. I got it at home. I tried it on. I love it. Some people even wear it every single day. It's our 216 diamond weight in VS diamonds. You can have any gold color you want, and it's a heck of a value, which is why so many of you have tried it. Because if 2 carat 16 was priced like diamonds are elsewhere, and if you paid $25,000 a carat for diamonds like this, you're spending usually about $60,000. Now, that's not in the realm of possibility for all of us. Some people, congratulations, wonderful. But if that's not in the works for you, isn't this a beautiful thing that we're not asking $60,000 or $50,000 or $25,000, which is what you pay for 1 carat of diamond material like this? It's under $2,000 to get our 216 diamond cross. Let me show it to you on the neckline, because obviously you see that it's 1 3/4 inches. I'll just show you real quick with the measurement first, just so that you know I'm not just, making stuff up. There it is at 1 3/4 inches, top to bottom, including the bail. The bail is covered in diamonds as well. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. I just think there is something very wearable about this if you want bold. And a lot of people, a lot of our ladies like big and bold jewelry and don't shy away from big and bold, even if it is, whether it's that special occasion piece, whether it's that dressier piece, maybe you're wearing it on the religious holidays and that's going to be the piece that really is your showpiece, or it's every single day. It's whatever you want it to be. But it's going to be the value, which is, like I said, so proud of this. Nobody would try this if it was $30,000 or $40,000 or $50,000, but because we bring it under $2,000, and that's already under $1,000 a carat for diamonds, which you could pay more for commercial grade diamonds. These are VS. Love the points it comes to. Love the fact that it's diamonds in the bail and it's not even $19.99 or $18.88 or $17.99. This is truly the ultimate cross pendant we do, except tonight, I will mention, Jason, that if they're a ruby lover, I did flash this earlier. We do have a very, very large ruby and diamond cross piece tonight that is going to rival this size. So if you would like a ruby piece instead, we've got that, and we might as well show that to you after we show the diamonds. But that ruby piece is even bigger. So just for, some context and scale there. This diamond piece, though, $17.77. $17.77, lowest price we can do. And it is Easter weekend on Sunday, so, well, this is the time where maybe you want to really think about. Thank you so much. We have a white gold gone already. Remember, this is yellow gold. If you are to get the white gold, any and all trace of gold appearance is going to disappear. You see nothing but double row, bright white. The only diamonds that vary, by the way, in size are the diamonds in the bail. The pave diamonds in the bail are a little bit smaller. Everything else, I could see a gentleman wearing this too. I mean, if he's flashy, if he likes a lot of, diamonds. I could see a gentleman wearing this as well. It's that scale and size where it wouldn't look too dainty for a big burly dude to wear. You know what I mean? It's just, there are very few things that we could say that about because they really need a certain scale. This could work. 1777, who was that request by? And I appreciate that. Thank you for the request. Cheryl? Sherilyn. Thank you. Okay, coming up next. I might as well just show the ruby version because chances are maybe somebody's out there that says, I'm intrigued by the ruby and diamond version that's even larger. And it is actually heavier because it's 18 karat gold and it is larger in size. I don't know if this is going to balance on its own, but I'd love it to, and it won't. So let me just give it a little prop here. This is going to be item number 1123751. And with Easter around the corner, it's early, so we're celebrating this. And we'll be here, by the way. We are here with you this Sunday, on Easter Sunday, and boy, oh boy, would it be lovely. I know that a lot of you will be out and busy, but if you are at home for any period of time between 10 and 1 Pacific time, we'd love to have your company on this Easter Sunday weekend. But this is 18 karat gold, and carat 73 in rubies that are rounds, perfectly matched, glowing, and then you have 50 points in diamonds. And it's one and one alone, and it's designer, and it's finished so well, I think you could wear it backwards if you wanted to. And cutouts, diamond-like cutouts throughout the sides. That's how thick. I mean, this gives you an idea of the substance. Yes.
Karen's asking to see the back of the diamond cross.
Back of the diamond cross again. We'll do it for you, Karen. Sure. And here's what this ruby and diamond cross looks like. This is even larger. So remember the last one was about 1 inch and what, 3/4, right? So here's the big. This one's going to be, yep, getting a little larger than that, and just size-wise, got that more blocked style to it. I'll show you the width-wise here. And that's going to be, let's see, about 1 1/4 inch, a little more than that, 1 1/4 inch wide. We'll take a look at it on the neckline here for you as well, just helping you see the scale, because it is big. And that one's going to be, you know what, we'll just blow it out. $79.99 price tag. If you feel this, even if you're thinking $79.99, I know it's a lot of carat weight, but that seems, you know, on the pricey side. Remember, it's 18 karat gold. That's an upgrade, but it's also, it's the feel, it's the amount. It's a very hefty piece. This isn't hollowed out, so to speak. I mean, it's got that beautiful, they could have easily not put all these details on the sides. They could have not put the undergallery in the back, and they did. So this is a big reason why it's got an $8,000 price tag, and right now it's $2,499. And then, Karen, we're going to show that other cross again, because I think a lot of people are going to opt for that white diamond cross, given that it's got 216 in diamonds for $17.77. So we're going to show this one's $24.99. Then we've got this white diamond version, which is right now in the yellow. I would say, Karen, if you don't want to see any gold, if you just want to see the beauty of the diamond straight away, this is what I'm showing you. You would never know from the front. You really can't tell from straight on what gold color that's in until you look at the back, and there you say, oh my goodness, that is the yellow gold. But if you want to just have it pristine white diamonds, maybe think about it in the white gold. That's how it's usually the most popular here historically. That is the back, so you can see how this is finished as well. This comes to a solid point of contact with your neckline so that you've got a surface of gold that meets the neckline so it is smooth. There's nothing ever like sharp or scratchy about the way we do our pendants. We make sure we know they're on a more delicate area of the body. They're, you know, we don't want anything that's, you know, anything that's uncomfortable feeling. We want it to feel as good as it looks, and that's what this design and the way it's built will ensure you of. And it's $17.77, so you still got just a major, major value on that one, and I think perfect time of year to treat yourself, even though you know you're going to wear it throughout the year and throughout the years that go by. It's one of those that just might make a lot of sense to get it this particular week. So congratulations if you do. $17.77. We've got a piece of jewelry here that is very, very important. It's an emerald, and it's outstanding, and here's the problem with it. I told you from the outset tonight, it's a big league day. This is why. This is a big reason why we're looking at one of our bigger emeralds, and we're far, 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 far away because we just saw these huge cross pendants, right? Well, most people would do this if it's an emerald. Never mind, you don't need to be that close. Don't get too close to the emerald. Look what I'm doing. We're coming in as close as I can without neglecting the design of the ring. I want you to see the ring, see the diamonds around it, see the way it's built. But this is before you change the channel and say, oh, there's only 30 minutes anyways, don't even tempt me with the $50,000 emerald. Hold on. I'm going to ask that you stay right here for the next couple of minutes to see what I'm about to do, because we have 1123-763. Yes, it's one of the bigger emeralds we have here in the inventory. Overall, entirely, it's a 2 carat 12. The 212. 212. It makes me think about ads that you see in magazines where you see a really gorgeous piece of designer jewelry, and in the very fine print at the bottom it says price upon request. And inevitably there's a 212 number in New York City headquarters where that designer is based, and they're going to have you call and ask the price. And that means it's probably pretty pricey. This looks like that kind of piece, right? That showpiece, that storefront window. That piece, you don't even need to go in the store and go through security to even see the piece. You see it right there. It's out front. They want everybody to see it. They want everybody to know that's their quality. This is our 212 Colombian emerald out of the Muzo mine. What's striking about this one is that it's a Muzo mine stone, which you can tell because it's got the strong color. That's really telltale. When you see that level and that brightness of pure green, pure, like just pure, bright, fresh grass green. It's springtime, right? Easter's coming up. We know flowers are starting to bloom, the grass is looking greener, the vegetation is lush. This is that color that only really the Muso mine can produce. But here's the downside with the Muso mine. You get the unbelievable best of the best color out of Muso historically, but where that usually struggles is you're usually going to get a lot less clarity because you're getting more of that denser color. So we have to look at this again, because what you're getting here is the Muso traditional color that is also bright and piercing and glowing, but it has clarity, such unbelievable, like looking completely. I mean, watch this. Hold on. I'm going to prop it up because you're seeing right now one angle. Let's move it up. That glow, that crystallinity, that unbelievable fluorescence you're seeing, that is all the way through this massive oval stone, and it's still less dense, emeralds are. So if you're getting a 212 actual carat weight, it's going to look like a 3 or 4 carat on the hand, which I'm going to show you, and it's unbelievably priced. Diamond weight is 128. That's the signature mounting in the big style. That's what we see there, big signature mounting. Finished on the inside. If you hate yellow gold, don't worry about it. That would look amazing in white. It would look, I even would say it'd look okay in rose. That doesn't matter. You know what gold color you like the best, and we're going to provide it to you. We're going to get you the gold color you want. What I'm asking right now is in this last 27 minutes of our Wednesday, a historic Wednesday, can we do something that makes this, and it might be the rest of the show, guys, it might be, but even on the hand, sitting here, it is still as glowy, it is still as transparent. You see the back. Have you guys seen it? You'll see the under gallery. You'll see the way it glows. Do we need to show this right now? Are they on the line? I better show it right now then before I get into the emerald. Can we hold that thought for a moment on the emerald, because I have to show this unbelievable 3-stone ring. If this sells tonight, I'm going to shed actual tears on live TV, because I never, ever, ever, as much as I would love for one of our collectors to have this, I never, ever want to see this go. I never want to have the moment arrive where I can't show this to you. It's become a piece that is such a showpiece for us. This is the piece that we use as our bragging rights piece when we have out-of-towners or people that we're trying to impress from the business who don't know the heck what we do. This is the piece we bring out. You know, there are always people that poo-poo TV. They always go, oh yeah, TV's like plastic, it's junk, right? And it used to be. There wasn't always fine jewelry on TV. It's a kind of a relatively new concept. This is the showpiece. When we have people that are, you know, doubters, or they don't know what we do here, like people in the trade or people that come in internationally, this is the piece we show them. This is item number 11233763. The emerald's coming back out, by the way. I just want to make sure you know that. The emerald's going to come back out. We're going to get that home too. We just had somebody on the line who wants to see this, and rightfully so, because this is the second largest yellow diamond we currently have. It is our I gave you the wrong item number. It's 1117971. I'm still on the emerald because, yeah, we'll revisit the emerald, trust me. But this is one that's a quick request. It's a 2 carat 41 yellow diamond. It is a brilliant, radiant cut. It also is a more saturated color. This is a premium color. And then speaking of premium colors, those pink diamonds on the side, match pair of pairs on the sides that are downright, they're not pink really, they're pink, they're purple pink, right? Look at the color, look at the saturation, check this out. And then it's framed in white diamonds as well. And all of that is in 3 tones of gold. That is truly your go with everything ring. And it's got the 241, everything's 18 karat gold about it. This is just the premium. I mean, think about it. We're always excited to see a big yellow diamond, but to add 2 important 24 points total, that's 12 points each, in pinks that are that saturated, I call them more purple pink. They really are. And then you have the white diamonds framing that, 58 points. Here's your inside under gallery. I'll show it to you on the hand here. I would wear it every single day, and that's the beauty of it. They're diamonds you can. You don't have to save it. I'd say wedding ring. And I don't know. I know a lot of you have beautiful wedding rings, but this would be an upgrade probably for most. I have a beautiful diamond. I got to tell you, this would be an upgrade. There's a new price on this, and it started at $60,000, and I've shown you all of that. That's a lot of discounting. Tonight it's $12,999. And I think it's already spoken for. So a big congratulations on this unbelievable masterpiece of ours. And now the tears are coming. I'm sorry. I seriously am tearing up. I'm sad to see that ring go as much as I'm thrilled for them. It makes me sad. That's been a real joy of ours to have that piece in our collection. Also, this is our 212. Now we're going to get to the emerald. Promised you we would. Carat 28 in diamonds. And we're ready. The ultimate glow is here. The under gallery I'm showing you now. Look through it, look through it, look through it. Look at the clarity from the backside of that emerald. They don't usually do that. They do not do that usually. Let's get it a home right now. Unbelievable. Look at the lights. I mean, I'm really tempted to say elevators of light, which I don't think I've ever used that term in terms of an emerald, ever. And I know it's got a $12,999 price tag. That seems like that's what our 11 karat tanzanite was. This is why I think maybe it was my bad, because when I came on the air, I said, you know, we got a higher end show today. These are the pieces I'm talking about. That may have been where I failed you, because I think a lot of people said, oh, never mind. I'm going to go watch something else. I'm going to go watch Night Court or something, or I don't know. I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. I've never seen an episode, but you know what I mean? People say, oh, it's Wednesday night. I'm going to watch something else. This is where high-end, we have 22 minutes to make this happen. This is where high-end has a little tiny price tag. And we're going to get you the premier emerald that we have here, and it's right now. And May is about a month away now. So birthstone, yes, check for May. It's a May birthstone, and it's a tricky one. And it's as tough to get as the tourists themselves, you know? It makes sense, because to get a fine emerald is tough to do. And here we are with something extraordinary. And you know what, Jason, if they like it, forget 13,000. Forget 13,000. I know you know that when we get 2 carats plus, and I can honestly say we have not had one that combines this color, this clarity, and this size. And when we have had, like the Ethiopian emeralds, Zambian emeralds, do you remember them? Sometimes those colors, that clarity, they're $50,000. This one looks most like the $50,000 emerald. That's still here somewhere. I'm going to do better than $12,999. And like I said, this may end our show, who knows. But I'm going to put this on the auction block because that is the only possible way. Otherwise, I am stuck. And the lowest price I could possibly put on this is still $11,500. So let's go the auction route. And I know it's late night, so that's always a little bit more iffy on the auctions. And we had a no reserve auction earlier that didn't go all so well. So it could be a very, very, very lucky night to be right in right now. And let me try this on again, because I promise you, you can actually see the under gallery through that stone. And I cannot think of even a smaller emerald that has given us that ability to see an under gallery through an emerald stone. But this is it. And it's not going to be 11,000, 10,000, 9,000. If you've ever wanted a big emerald, and do you see what I mean about the size? It is an actual 212. That is the actual defined carat weight, but it looks far larger than that. The glow is amazing. I am an emerald fanatic. I'm not a fanatic like just I love them all. I'm a fanatic about quality. I just demand and insist quality with the emeralds, which is very challenging because most of them are just not going to be that good. They're just opaque. We accept them for what they are. They're included stones. We accept them for that. You should and you will, but we're going to give you that exceptional rarity and not ask for $9 or $8 or $7 or $6 or $5,000 on this massive emerald. It's not going to be $5,000. We got to make sure it goes. And boy, what a night to be with us here in the last final minutes and see what we can do on something as extraordinary as this is. And it's not going to be $5,000 to start. It's not $45,000 to start. I am committed to get this one a home tonight. I really am. Commitment to get this a home is it's all I care about right now. This one's got to go, and you will be so, so thrilled. And take a good look, because if you've said, no, emeralds they're just not for me, they're not my thing, this emerald stone might change your mind. It might completely turn your perspective 180 degrees. It's not even going to be $45,000. How about $4,000 to start on a 212? Hey, good news, we're under the price of the mounting by itself. So the emerald right now is free because that mounting currently goes for more. We manufacture it here. The manufactured price from our own personal factory, it's our factory on site, on the premises, that mounting is more than $4,000 to create. And now we've got a 212 emerald right there in the middle, and we're looking for you know what? Are you thinking about this one over there, Jason? No? Okay, so they're not on this one. I saw a phone in the hand. I thought maybe they were thinking about it. They're not. So we can skip it and move on. Save it for another day. One day we'll get $13,000 and somebody's going to be very happy because that is a value. And I'm proud of that. I will be the first one to say, congratulations, I'm proud if someone can get that at $13,000. You are scoring a deal. These are the stones, by the way, that in the buying guides that are published, you see that 2 to 4 carat range, which we're in, go for $32,000 a carat. Now, mind you, if you have a buying guide that's a more recent edition than 2018, that was the last time I commit those prices to memory. So I have not seen the updated prices, but at least then, if I'm using a 2018 price, I'm being conservative. And that's the good news. You're probably paying more right now for a big emerald, but $32,000 was the 2018 price. That was per carat, by the way. So that would have to be doubled and then some for the 212 that you have here, plus the diamond weight, plus the gold, finished on the inside. We're not doing $4,000. I have no open and I may not get one, and that's okay too. It'll be on a future show for $13,000 and it'll be somebody's value. But if you fancy the idea of saving a lot more than that and getting this one tonight instead of waiting, get it at home, start to wear it, start to enjoy it, start to look at it and admire it for what it is, we're going to go even lower than $4,000. $3,900, $3,800, $3,700. Remember, it's a $32,000 a carat stone, according to buying guides from, that'd be like 6 years ago now. Yeah, they've probably gone up because kind of everything has. And we're not doing $37 or $3,600. My goodness, let's just go. Let's get it at home. Come on in. We have nobody on the lines verifying yet. I do believe that's going to change because I get a couple requests a day for this mounting. A couple of you will request this mounting every day through TVON or through me personally, and you know what? I can't do the mounting for this price, so maybe now's the time to take it, because even if you want to just toss the emerald, please don't. Please value that emerald, cherish it, save it, keep it. But you know what? If you want the mounting just for the mounting, I can't get you that price on the mounting. So it's a deal. You're saving money on the mounting. You're getting the stone for free. You can do what you wish, but I'm not even asking $3,600 to get it started. Let's start at $3,500 and give it 60 seconds to get that going. 60 seconds. And we'll see where it goes. $3,500 on the emerald of a lifetime. And we're verifying. I think we're going to sell it tonight. We can't not sell it at $3,500. It's a $13,000 ring. We're saving you real close to 10 grand. And it looks, again, look at this on the hand from a distance. Watch how the stone that is 212 looks so much larger than that. You can change the gold, by the way. You can change the gold if you want to, because we know traditionally emeralds and yellow gold, they sing, they harmonize, they look great together. If you want white gold, if you hung up because you couldn't get through, call us back. Oh my goodness, we just had people hang up because they couldn't get through. Call us back. We have a technology that shows us when you hang up. Guys, don't hang up, come on in. Let's see if we've got our open. We're looking at 7 seconds remaining. We're verifying right now. See if we officially have it. It's gonna go. It will go tonight. This, say what you will, but I know one thing to be true, and I know our price tags on these rings because they're right here written down in front of me. I don't even have to think about it. I see the price on the mounting by itself. When this was created Monday morning, this Monday. That was then, we take today's gold pricing, today's diamond pricing, and look at what it cost to put this thing together. I'm talking about not the whole ring, I'm talking about the mounting. Just the mounting had to be produced. Then after that's done, the emerald, the 212 that we have hand selected from the private collection, Muso top quality material, that was then lovingly set into the mounting, which is so popular, so classic, it is dubbed the signature mounting. I have been selling this same mounting for 22 years straight. And if I do this another day, or if I do it another 22 years, I think that regardless, this mounting will still be in the repertoire because it is that classic. It is that classic of a style. And carat 28 in diamonds, all that gorgeous emerald, glowing. Have you seen emeralds do that much? Because that's really what differentiates the rest from the best, is really getting that glow. Clarity and emeralds don't really happen very often. It's a type 3 stone. This is that Muzo mine material, which is considered the top mine in the world. This is the top origin. There are 2 prominent mines in Colombia. It is Muzo, it is Chivor. Chivors are generally much lighter in color. They don't give you that pop of grass green, but they tend to be a little cleaner. Muzo tends to give you a deeper color, like a true emerald green, like that. You just want your emeralds to think of like opening day is tomorrow. Baseball's America's pastime. If you've ever seen a baseball diamond at a professional ballpark, you know how the grass, if it's maintained well and if it's, been properly cared for, it's that really almost piercing bright green, like you can't almost stare at it too long, like it doesn't even look like it could be real because it's so bright. That's exactly what you want your emerald to look like. Very few of them do, mind you, but this one does. Yet, that's what Muzo should give us, but usually that's where it lacks in clarity. Usually you're having to look through all kinds of inclusions, all kinds of darker spots and lighter spots and brighter spots and deeper spots to get the greener color that you're seeing here. Here it is at 35. Do we have the open? Because I think we're verifying the open and we need it because we have 12 and a half minutes. This, I told you, might be the end of the show. This might be the last piece we see. Could very well be. Let's take a look and see if we've got the open here because we are still verifying. Do we have 35? Jess, are you on this one or something else? Okay, so Jason, Andy, thinking about it? We've got it. Yes, we do. 35 we've got. All right. You know what that means. It is now officially going to sell tonight. So if you haven't jumped in yet, if you haven't placed a bid yet, well, now it's more urgent because now we have our open. It's only a $10 increment. That's not much. That's not a lot more to ask. It's only a $10 increment. We are looking for 35.10 or more. Power bids would be really welcome here. Just, from my perspective, if you just want to help a girl out. But if you don't, and you just want to get the best deal you can, it's right here. So we've got $3,500. We're looking for 35.10 or more. We're going to give it a final 2-minute clock, so this will not be the last item we see. But we know that we are going to sell it. And remember, it's your gold color of choice for free. So meaning if there's no extra charge, if you'd rather have it in white gold or rose gold, we're going to do that for you free of charge. You don't pay a penny extra for that. Sizing. We're going to make sure it's in your size as well. We're going to ship it to your doorstep for free also. There's nothing to lose, and for our new shoppers or anybody who says, no, I still really want to see it in person, so I'm not ready to venture out into the TV world. That's why we give you a money-back guarantee, so that when it arrives, you've got a period of time to wear it, to see it, to evaluate it, to take it to get appraised, to take it to a jeweler. Ask your jeweler, your favorite jeweler. Hopefully I'm your favorite jeweler. But if you went to one before you've discovered TVON, like in your local city or your town, and you've been working with them for a while and you trust them and you love them, but you just can't help it. Our values are really, really good. So, you kind of maybe cheat on that jeweler a little bit with us. Go to that jeweler and ask about a retail replacement. Ask about what would it actually cost in their store to make the same ring. You want an accurate assessment with this or anything else? If you want an accurate assessment of what it would actually be in a retail establishment or a little store or a big store or whatever, take your ring in and ask them to make the same ring again. Make it with the same quality, make it with the same diamond weight, make it with the same purity of gold, and then find out what it's really worth. Now, obviously they're going to say, I'm sorry, we can't get you a natural Muzo emerald that looks like that. That's the other issue. But that's all part of what should be demanding a bigger price tag like $13,000, and now it's at $35,000. So we have our last call coming. It's 2 minutes until we sell it. We have and this for the record is still, if you missed it earlier, this is still the total price here that is currently the bid in the auction, 35 we have. It's gonna sell in 2 minutes time. And you gotta be in before we get that 2-minute clock ended and finished. But keep this in mind, this is still less than the price of the mounting. So that is what I was touching on earlier that I think really illustrates the value here, is that price, that whole bid, that current bid right now is less than the price for the semi-mount. That means the diamonds and the gold without the center stone. So you would pay more to get that mounting. So right now, your 212 ideal perfect emerald, and I know we don't use that word with natural stones because somewhere microscopically there's an inclusion. It's not glass, it's not faux, it's not a simulant, it's not a green crystal. This is natural from the earth, Muzo, Colombian emerald material. And out of the thousands I've shown you here, this is truly one of our best that we've ever seen, and yet look at the teeny tiny little price tag it has. 2 minutes and we sell it. Then it's gonna be gone. So let me know, we're gonna try it on again for you here, and we're only at 35. We have the open. So it's going to go, we just don't know where yet because it still could be yours. We have 1 minute and 47 seconds to figure that out. You've got 1 minute 45 to dial in. And then once you're in, you're eligible to bid. But the last thing you can do is say, I'll wait for the next one. There isn't another. I'll wait for a better one. No. I'll wait for a better deal. Negative. That's not going to happen either. This is the ultimate value happening right now, all together, all at one time, and all one phone call away. And that is impressive. 1 minute, 19 seconds remain. Last chance, last call. It's your final minute and 10 seconds to get in. And there are people, I hear it every single day. The emails, the messages, the Facebook, the Instagram, and everyone's going, oh my gosh, I missed out. Please tell me you can make another. I am telling you right now, I have emeralds, I have 2 carat emeralds, but there is not a one that looks like this does. It is picture perfect clarity from even up close. I mean, watch this again up close. Get up close to it. Look at it on your big TV. Blow it up on your big computer screen. Get in on that HD broadcast so you can see every bit, the color, the glow that transitions through the stone entirely. Look at this from top to bottom. And I know we don't see a lot of emeralds. We certainly don't see a lot of big emeralds. That is why this is always a little bit tougher to kind of convey value. That's why I'm just going back to the diamonds and the gold. I'm not even talking about the emerald as far as the value right now. I'm talking about, hey, if the mounting is a value, then the whole ring is a value. Because right now, we all know diamonds and gold, and we've seen this signature mounting many, many times. And we know that's a deal for the mounting. So whatever, if you consider emeralds to be 30,000 a carat, like I memorized the 2018 prices, if you consider it more like 50, 60, 70, 80, 100,000 a carat, fine. But whatever price you want to actually put against this emerald right now, it's still free because the mounting costs more to make. And that's really where I think, what is a better illustration or definition of value than that? There's no charge right now. If you were in our factory making it yourself, you can't get that price. You can't build that diamond mounting in the gold for that price. So I'm just waiting on this new register here because I don't know. They were in before the clock. I'm trying to see if they do want to bid. They might be on something else. I'm not sure. I'm having trouble communicating right now with my phone banks because they're busy. So I don't know, but let me know. Is anybody on this one at 3510 or more? Where are we at? Because I hear phones ringing and we have nobody to answer them. So should I just turn my mic off and go answer it? Should I do that, or would that be weird? Would that be weird? Okay, so, well, I don't know if they're in on this one, so let me do this. Do you have 3510 or anything else besides 3500? Anybody want to go 3510 or more? Anybody at all? I got to wrap it up, and we're going to try to show you a couple more items before we go. And we don't see it until tomorrow night at 7. But that'll be here before you know it. No? Yes? No? What? Jason, what? What's happening back there? The hair looks great. It looks great. It looks good. Are you growing it back out, or are you going to stay with it short? You're not sure? All right. Let's do this. You got it? Sold. Congratulations. I got to move on because I got mandarin garnet here with pink and white diamonds. And it's an Asher. So let's take a look at this one. It's a beauty. And congratulations on the emerald. I think we finally figured that out, right? You got it? All right. Well, here's our mandarin. It is easy to remember the carat weight, I think, because it's a carat 23, which is also 123. So it's item number 2567. It's a rare Asher cut. You can see that they were inspired by the clarity of that stone, so they said, let's show it off. And let's not do a round or an oval or a cushion. Let's do an Asher. And it's a really, Ashers are having a moment. Very popular, very special. And this does take that square cut, show off step faceting. They're running perpendicular to each other. 13 points in pink diamonds, white diamonds at 91 points. So a whole lot to love in this one right here. And let's take a look at it on the hand. It's going to come right now as is in the rose and the white gold. So you get a little bit of each there. That's just a little rose gold setting for the pink diamonds and the mandarin in the center. Take a look at that. We'll blow it out because we only have about 3.5 minutes remaining. If there's any questions you have, we've had 3 hours of jewelry and some of it's still here. Pretty unusual, but it's happening. So if you have any questions about what you saw earlier tonight, we can go back and take a close-up look at the mandarin, and then we're going to give you a great price, and then we'll recap or flash anything else you might have questions on. Don't forget a lot of big important dates coming up, like April 1st, which is a Monday. We have the diamond band that I'm wearing. 2-carat diamond band, unbelievable price tag. It's going to set every record in the diamond business possible. It's happening on Monday, April 1st. So if you're interested in the diamond 5-stone band, that's our 2-carat. We'll have that on Monday, only on Monday. And then we have our hoop earrings. Yes, the nail hoops have arrived. They are going to be here on April 7th, which is a Sunday. We have Easter Sunday this Sunday. I hope you'll join us for that. So a lot of big things happening, special events, special ideas, special selections, special pieces, designs, everything. But this one's going to go right now for $1,499. And let's take a closer look at this mandarin. And then I'm going to show you a close-up preview of those diamond bands because no, I don't get to wear those out. So I might as well show you close up what the 2-carat 5-stone bands are all about. Can you believe this? We're going to have a 2-carat, means 40 points each diamond. Light half carats essentially is what it boils down to. In our largest diamond band we've ever brought, yes please, we've done 5-stone styles before, but they usually have 1 carat, sometimes 1.5. There are 2 carats coming up. Looking forward to it. So that's Monday, this coming Monday. And it's going to be an unbelievable value. Cannot wait. I have said I've had my fair share of diamond values over the years, but nothing is going to top what we're doing on Monday night. So we figured it's April 1st, right? April 1st is, yes, we think of April Fool's Day, but it's also the beginning of Diamond Month because April has a diamond birthstone. So we thought we'd start off the month right with a 5-stone band in a big size. We only have a minute and a half left. If you have any questions on the show, anything you want to check on availability, anything you want to just ask about, we're here for you. And we will be here after we go off the broadcast airwaves. So in a minute and 25 seconds, the broadcast is over. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7 back here on TV. But we are still here in our phone bank answering your phone calls at that phone number. So please do call in with any questions, inquiries, requests, anything at all. We're here to help you. We will still be answering phones well into the next 10, 20 minutes. So let us know if you have any of those questions. And thank you for being with us tonight. It's been a pleasure. I'll tell you this, if you picked up something tonight from our show, a special congratulations and shout out and thank you. You scored big time. Every single piece was a mighty, mighty value, as it usually is, but we went a little extra tonight. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow because I have a feeling the same thing's going to be happening. So join us for our Thursday. It starts at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Central time, 10 p.m. Eastern. Let's make it a date. We've got our last few days in March. We are really bringing designer. We're bringing new. We're bringing fabulous. So lots and lots on this big holiday week. So hope that we can see you tomorrow night. If you have any questions, again, give us a call. We're only here for 30 more seconds on the air, but we're here on the phone lines well after. So we'll help you out with any questions you might have. And don't forget to join us tomorrow night right here at the beginning of the show, 7 o'clock sharp. It's going to be amazing. Got so many cool designer pieces and working on our last few blue wing block Ds as well. So looking forward to hopefully having 1 or 2 of those tomorrow. But for now, we wish you a great rest of your evening. Thanks so much for joining me. And from all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.